I'm not angry at all.
It is.
Are we live?
It has to be.
I'm
has
uncomfortable.
To have a source.
Can everybody hear me?
The source of that is fear, and
Like
then
resentment.
anger and resentment.
You
and
can
all
be
of it
angry.
Has the same.
I don't know who's watching this yet.
Kind of.
If anybody's watching this at all.
Feeling towards men.
A negative
We'll have to
feeling,
find
and I'm
out.
kind of offended actually that you're using the word anger, because
She's offended.
I think that as women of color, Black women specifically, they're always viewed as angry, and I'm not angry. I'm uncomfortable. And you said negative feelings.
What's up,
Those
man? How you
negative
doing?
feelings all have different statuses, different emotions.
Listen,
You can't generalize anger. I'm not angry at all. I'm uncomfortable.
You generalized men.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm
did
angry
not
you say
generalize
I'm
men.
angry.
I flipped it on me and
I'm
said
so
what
mad
I'm
that you say I'm
comfortable with and what I'm
mad.
uncomfortable with. I didn't say all men would do that to me. That
was me.
But that's your core
Thank you.
belief. When you pick a bear instead of
my
man.
core belief is based on me, not me saying that all men would.
I don't care about the base of it.
You just said the core.
Answer.
That's the base.
No. Your core
belief. If you're gonna debate with me,
your
at
core
least be
belief is
consistent.
picking a bear over a man. Period. End of the story.
My core belief is that I'm
picked
uncomfortable
a
being
bear.
alone.
No, I'm not here
bear
watching
that could
Jimbob.
kill you over a man because
I'm just taking
deep
over
down
his
you
channel
believe men are worse
because
than wild animals.
MadeByJimbob's inferior.
No.
to
What
him.
if she just
And
feels
so,
that way
like,
about
what's she
just
gonna do about
people in
it?
general?
What's she gonna do about it?
We actually talked. The question was a man and
Not
a
just
bear.
people, yeah. But I have another
We didn't
question.
But they
If
are
you-
people.
If you got
so
to know how
even if it was
many minutes to get
Jason.
to know somebody, in this
Or, I'm
case
sorry,
a man,
Tom,
on the
Phil.
on the
How you doing,
path,
man?
would then you determine you'd rather be with him than a bear?
Ooh,
Is there like
Lucas
a you think
Zupon.
there's
That's-
like maybe
see,
a
that's what I
threshold
wanna see.
at which
I want to see.
you decided, oh, okay, I
wanna see
trust
that.
this person.
No,
Right, for the
I don't think
grift.
there's a threshold.
It's
It's
for
just
the grift,
still the
boys.
bear, no matter what.
It's just
Look at
the
this chat all filled
it's
up
just
here.
the discomfort of being alone.
Okay, do you have a
With-
brother?
I do.
How's the
Do you
audio
have a
levels?
father?
They pretty good?
I do.
Okay, so let's take your father. You would choose the bear to be alone on the path you'd be alone on a path with a bear, and you would choose the bear over your own father.
No, I choose my father
Good.
But why?
because I know my father.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking. Is there a threshold where you learn that the person earns the trust? In this case, a man. What's the threshold at which the man earns your trust, such that you'll pick him?
This
over
reminds
the
me of
bear?
the old days of the Crucible, where I start with like
Probably
building up to 100 viewers.
a few days,
Reminds me
weeks,
of the old
months.
days.
How much money does he have to make? I'm just kidding. Well, that's what I'm asking. This question comes down to trust and knowing people. And what the initial question is asking people to generalize. It's actually forcing a generalization. But it is wild because if you look at it reasonably, it's especially with the second
Really small
hypothetical,
over
where
there.
you actually encounter a bear and now you're in danger. Who do you
Jimbo's done
choose?
great
You said a man.
tonight.
Right.
So glad he's
and
finally on the
I
show.
disagree with you.
Shower
I don't
with
think
gifts,
it's
y'all.
forcing
Yeah,
you to
that's true.
generalize because you're still asking me and you asked me why. And then I brought up a personal experience of mine. So it's subjective. It's based on what I went through. That's
Bob
why I
about to
answered
wreck
the way
this
I
fucking
did.
idiot.
But because someone like your dad
I gotta
exists,
talk in the
that you-
Jimbob voice.
Is it fair to say there's people like your dad? There are people like your dad.
Sure.
Again, chick
So,
trying to bother
if there are
Jimbob
people like your
again.
dad, you're hedging your
Unbelievable.
bet that there's less people like your dad that are kind, that aren't going to do this terrible thing to you, right? You're actually assuming that there's more people who would hurt you than less.
Yes.
Why would you assume that?
I'm not assuming that.
Yes, you're assuming that.
I'm
dummy.
choosing a safer option,
That is
regardless of whether they would hurt me or not.
Okay, that is choosing that. Like, for instance, if it's not the general question of a man or a bear,
Jimbob sure
if
it's a
there's a
little much.
collection of men,
I don't know what he's doing with
there's
that shirt
100
on.
men, and you don't know which man you're going to get.
Mhm.
Like,
Eric,
let's
I
say
ain't
that
reading
it's
no
100 people.
$1.99
You just
super
have no
chat,
idea
bro. Up
which
your
man
game,
you're going to get.
Eric.
But there's men like your father in there.
Up your fucking game, Eric.
If we ask you bear or man,
$1.99. What the fuck is wrong with you?
your choice is still
What's wrong with you,
assuming
bro?
the worst of the collection of men. That you're assuming the statistics that your bet, right? You're making a bet. Your bet is on that you're going to get hurt if you choose the man, and you're risking getting hurt with the bear. You already know there's a high likelihood of being hurt by the bear.
I disagree with this because a generalization would be me saying right now that everybody at this table as a woman should have chose the bear because all men are dangerous in some way, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm more uncomfortable with being on a pathway alone with a male than an animal. That's what I'm saying for me. But there are people at this table that said they'd be more comfortable with a man on the pathway. Okay, cool. Why? Because they have their own personal experiences. So it's not generalized. It's
well, no, there's a way to take their personal experience and see if it maps onto reality, and to take your personal experience and see if it maps onto reality.
That's
fucking
exactly
idiot.
That's what I'm saying. So like it doesn't match onto reality because I'm subjective. Like
you're admitting that your own, I know, but you're admitting that your own experience is inconsistent with general reality. That most men actually don't do that.
It could be, because that's why when you asked me about the percentage, I didn't want to give a percentage because I don't know the percentage. It could be a small group of men are capable of SA versus a large group of men.
Well, that's why I used the elevator example, because the elevator example demonstrates that 1,000,000 times a day, more than that. I couldn't even put a number on it. Everywhere around the world, there's a man who gets in the elevator with
subjective.
a woman. And more of the times that happens, by a lot, the man doesn't harm or even threaten the woman.
We'll fill this bitch up.
Okay. But if you swap the man in the elevator with a bear, what do you think the percent difference is going to be with someone being hurt?
I don't like the elevator scenario.
I
don't like it.
Freaking enclosed room versus the woods. Like what?
Do you eat dinner? And if so, how do you decide what to eat?
Jimbob can't take anymore.
Don't compare SA to dinner.
He's like, don't compare SA to dinner.
I'm talking about your indecision. The pattern of your indecision. I'm not
have an indecision to these complicated questions that also have emotional reasons behind them. Doesn't mean I'm indecisive in my regular existence.
Understandable.
Okay.
The concept is too complex.
I'm not a sexist.
I mean, you kind of are, though. Against men, kind of are.
I'm not.
I mean, you'd rather be with a wild animal than alone with a man. It's kind of sexist statement.
No, it's just I'm more comfortable with that. That doesn't mean that I think all men are capable of SA.
Yeah, what percentage?
I don't know.
She doesn't know. But I mean, you weren't even able to definitively say if you would save the entire population of males in the hypothetical.
I'm lost. I'm over. What?
1 second. Testing. It is a little low. All right. One second. What the fuck? What in the world is going on here?
That's pretty damning.
So would you
All right,
debate with the
Mike
person
level
that
should be way better.
definitively made the decision to eliminate the 4 billion people to get rid of SA? Would you be attacking them like you are me?
I would be attacking them worse, but your refusal to answer the question points to
Well, thank you, Montana.
the same answer.
No, it doesn't. It's you don't know what I would choose.
So why don't you just save us a bunch of time and make things really simple? Which one do you choose?
If you audio troll,
Or
you're
we
gonna
could
get
just
banned.
move on to the next
I wouldn't
question.
Or
do
you
it.
could just answer the
I
question.
wouldn't recommend
I'm
it.
so confused.
I wanted to
have
trick
answered
you.
the
I didn't
question.
actually adjust the mic
You
volume
just
at
didn't like
all.
my answer.
You just outed
I
yourself
would
as
go
being an audio troll, Link. You
Manner.
idiot. I
Manner.
never actually adjusted
Manner.
it.
Just still gonna choose.
So
the bear.
dumb. You people are so
Manner.
fucking easy to play.
Is
You're
it
so stupid.
Man or
You're as
man,
dumb as these
bear
chicks
pig?
on this podcast.
from South Park.
You're just as dumb as the chicks
And
on the
also,
podcast.
even when I did make a decision, now we're debating about the decision I made, which was the bear.
No, but you didn't. Okay, here, I'll ask you a different question.
It's like if I answer it,
I'll
or
give
if I
you a
don't answer it, you're still attacking me. I'm so confused.
I'll give you a fucking preamble and make the question.
I don't need you to give me a preamble.
You better learn, boy. I got rid of all the audio
there's only
trolls
two
on my
options.
channel by doing similar
There's only
shenanigans.
two options.
Shenanigans.
So, in order to get rid,
Yeah, my
Portion one.
audio is supposed to be
get rid
louder
of
than the
essay,
stream, doofus.
you can do so, but you have to delete all men from the planet. Or two, you keep all men, but the current reality of some women are essayed by some men, that would remain. Which do you pick of the two?
I don't understand why you're repeating the question. That was the question originally.
But I'm giving you only two. If you had to pick between one of those options,
Does someone want to answer for me so we can move on?
nobody can answer for you.
I would keep things the same.
Okay, I'm gonna make it really simple for you.
Okay.
If you had to pick one or the other, which would it be?
One is like
You know what's interesting is none of the women are calling you out on your fucking bullshit. This is
That's
what
a
I call the
little
sisterhood.
aggressive.
No woman
The
here is
sisterhood.
calling you out on your fucking ridiculous
She did a little
bullshit.
bit. She did. I'll
I've
give her a
been
little bit.
I've been trying because it makes no sense to me, and I said that
Literally
A bagel and a
incoherent.
Muslim
It's
walk into a bar.
incoherent. I've refined the question where the answer you have to give is one or the other. So pick one.
Mhm. Pick one.
I just wouldn't listen
Now
to
she's
former or
look.
latter.
You're trolling. You literally signed an agreement.
I'm not trolling at all.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not. This
I'm
is
asking-
really genuinely how I feel. And I actually
cooked.
feel like uncomfortable because I'm genuinely answering the questions that
You're not
the way that
answering
I want
Brian's
to
crashing.
the
Brian's
question.
So
crashing.
I'm not
Brian's
trolling.
crashing
This is
out.
genuinely how I feel. So I'm a bit thrown off right now. And I don't know if you're being serious
Here,
or not.
I'll repeat it. So you have to pick one of the two.
You don't have to repeat it. Like, are you being
Okay.
serious? Like, what's
You have
happening right now?
You have to
This
pick
chick
one
is
of the
crashing.
one of the two.
They're both
Answer the
crashing.
question.
I did answer it already.
No, you didn't.
No,
Rage
you just
kick.
didn't like my answer. Are
Rage
we
kick.
being
No,
like,
cool. But you said, well, I wish essay. Your answer was, I wish essay just
Jimbob
didn't
has
exist.
alcohol.
The
Excellent.
question is, if you had to pick
Following my
one
suggestion.
okay, do I have to fucking draw this shit? Here,
you already repeated it.
multiple choice question.
Thought he was going to draw a bear.
You might need a Venn diagram.
Okay, so you know how there's two options here. Sometimes there's
Woman, bring me a
four,
drink.
right? So I'm gonna hold that up. Hold on, let me put it.
So I can
All right,
somehow put up
multiple
with this
choice
shit.
question. My fucking penmanship is dog shit. You see how there's those four? I don't know. Here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I'm gonna just check mark 3. Right? Check mark 3. I can't just in the middle. I can't just write 5. I can't just add in 5. That's
it was
what
pretty
you're
rough.
doing.
It was
It's a
pretty rough, I
multiple
agree.
choice question. Pick one.
You're making
I made the
me really
executive decision
uncomfortable, and as
to
someone
take
who's
over
been
Jimbob's
essayed,
channel.
That's why I don't feel comfortable choosing between one or two of the
Um,
answers. So I said I
like, what the fuck's he gonna do
Didn't
about
feel
it?
comfortable
How about this?
Nothing.
If you
He's not
could
gonna
take
do
back-
anything about it.
I'm so lost, and I'm
How are
actually
you
Send, what do you do?
because
Send
I'm
in money.
participating
Yeah,
in your
like Ben
podcast,
just
and I
did.
thought I was adding great conversation, but instead you're attacking me.
Oh
Because
my
you
And I
God,
don't
you're
know
refuse
if
to
you're being
answer.
serious.
You
or not.
refuse
You're
to answer a
attacking me.
question, and I think you're
I
honestly
did.
trolling.
I'm not. Well,
Oh,
lucky
no.
I'm not trolling. I'm not trolling. I've been completely honest about who I am and my opinion since I
Do you
got
know-
here.
Do you know what a multiple choice question is?
I do.
Okay, so there's two options, right?
Uh-huh.
If you ever taken a multiple choice test?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
Here-
can you just
here we go.
write in like a different answer?
No, you cannot.
okay,
That's
so-
why I didn't answer it in the first place.
Yeah, but so you now have to answer.
You can't force someone to answer a question.
I guess I can't. Yeah, I can't force
What is
you
happening?
to do
You
it.
could have moved on
But
to
you
the
didn't give a
sixth-
fucking answer, lady. You didn't give an answer.
yeah,
You're claiming
lady.
You gave an answer, but you didn't.
No, I didn't claim I gave an answer. I
You literally just
said
said you gave an answer.
mm,
No,
mm,
you, okay. You were,
One would depopulate the entire human race.
Crashed.
I,
Crashing.
I'm
She's quitting. It's done. Is it done? It's done?
Did she give an answer, Jimbob?
No, she gave a third answer, but she did give an answer when I brought up, well, what if it was your dad? And you said, I would choose my dad. And so we were trying to get to the bottom of, okay, if your generalization about men is given by your experience, you don't generalize your own dad given your experience. So what's the difference? And you said you'd know your
The
dad.
difference is
right?
you guys aren't sending in enough
But
money.
if we
for
told
Jimbob's
you that
debut, and you've disappointed me.
statistically, it's not the case
All of you have
that,
disappointed me.
the highest percentage of men that exist are aggressors. So what we're telling you is that your
Also, a
failure
woman
to
tweet out that I'm
answer
over
is-
here crashing.
What I'm
Jimbob's
seeing
stream.
here is your failure to answer is given by your experience. Your instinct is to say, no, man, scary, bad, they could hurt me, right? So that's fair. If I give you that and I say, okay, you're from your
Jimbob's
experience,
earning it.
you're
Well, I don't know
reserved
what you're
about
talking
being
about.
alone with men.
You're
We
poor.
understand that.
What do you mean you're
But
poor?
not all
Get
men.
the fuck out of here then.
So
stupid
your
poor
dad's not
person.
included, right? There's probably other people.
Then I would
you
have to
know
leave
that are
too.
men. So we're trying to get to the bottom of, okay, well, what is your impulse to say man versus
There we
bear?
go.
Pick the
Yes,
man.
Cheryl.
Is it
We're
justified?
bringing
What
the
we're
grift
telling you
over
is it's
here.
not. It doesn't actually comport with reality. But you're holding on to your experience as the arbiter. Does that make sense?
Because you asked me about what I would
You
choose.
should apologize.
Yeah, it got to
That's
this.
why.
Cheryl, but
Well,
thank
it
you for
got
the
to-
But
boundary.
I'd really like if we could move on because I'm starting to get uncomfortable.
Oh
I'm
my God.
uncomfortable that you won't answer the question.
Okay,
Looking
well,
fucking good, Jim
what?
Bob. Uh-oh.
It got to the point where Brian was asking, okay, well,
she's
how
doing some
far would you
seething.
go to eliminate SA? And it seems these, by the way, these kind of hypotheticals come up all the time to test people's logic. So it's not like you particular, it's anybody.
Well,
We say-
it is in particular because
Well,
there's other
be
people
honest,
That's
nobody
right,
asked
but
how
other
Cheryl
people
feels.
answer-
waiting
Yeah, but-
to answer the
I know,
question
but
and
they
have
did.
conversations with
But
you
they
guys.
did
You're
answer it.
pointing it.
Yeah, but you're the only one who couldn't answer the question. Why is that?
I
I need some popcorn for this.
You're
is what
also
I
not
need.
giving everyone the same questions to answer. You guys gave me so many hypotheticals.
We already answered that question. That's why. And
How
it
are
made
the-
sense because
I'm glad you think you make sense. That's perfectly fine. I think I make
Good to
sense.
see you here, Andrew.
So-
Happy
We
to
said,
see you.
well,
hell
of
no.
course you think, but
Of
we
course,
don't
you
Three or
all
four
think
men
you
in
make
another
sense
system,
too. So
Jedi
everyone
territory.
thinks they make
Yeah.
A
sense.
non-answer
destroy
is
you.
not an answer. I'm not going to accept.
some
Stop.
logics
Stop.
that
Good day
you
back.
have to base
freak who says
your
good day.
answers to that
Oh my God.
logic. You
Okay,
can't
that
say
was-
all
I
men are
used-
bad.
and I
That's
didn't say that.
bullshit, right? Straight up bullshit.
Didn't say
You
that.
can't say
A
I would
Don't repeat
eliminate
things.
Have a
all
I,
Looney
men.
don't
Tunes,
say things
Jimbo.
I didn't say.
No, it's
I
not-
didn't say all men are bad.
A
you said
non-answer.
exactly that. You say
No, I didn't.
I would eliminate all men.
What?
I didn't
I
say
claim to
that.
be a born
I said
again
that.
version.
What are you? Are you
What?
confused?
Here,
I
just
didn't
stop.
Say that.
No,
Just-
that's exactly
you
what's happening
just stop.
right now.
Just stop. Let me take care of this. A non-answer.
Yeah, we got to bring
is
the
not
grift
an
over
answer.
here for sure.
I gave you
Thank
an A or a B question. Okay.
They're
gave
pretty
you, if
narrow.
you had to pick between two things.
Like, look at Giant or Brian's
and you saying
giant shoulders in comparison.
I
to
don't
Jim
like
Bob.
this component of the question. You pick A or you pick B.
It's like
if you
giant
had to,
shoulders.
if
in
you had to
comparison.
pick
Like,
one,
Jim Bob looks like a
which is
midget
it?
next to Brian because of those shoulders, bro. He gets really sensitive about it too, and I'm hoping that via playback this. Oh shit! Do.
if you had to pick
Uh-oh.
one,
She's not gonna answer. She's not gonna answer it, bro.
Like on a mass scale, if you think about it as like a mass
Oh,
scale.
man.
I
She's
don't
not gonna
need
do
you
it.
guys to tell me. I understand
guys,
the fucking
just
question.
allow
It just doesn't
silence
seem like-
until she answers.
What?
I need a drink,
Don't
woman.
just answer the question.
Yes,
That's really weird. Just like
Yeah. What is happening right now? Like I thought that.
I know. Just one. I know I got to work out.
Yeah, you can keep, or you could just answer the question.
We'll bring them both.
You're being extremely disrespectful.
You're being disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful.
If I
I've been
ask you a
contributing
question-
to all of the
if I ask you a
conversations. I've been
question-
nice to
smoking.
everyone.
No, you haven't. No,
yes,
you haven't.
I have.
You're fucking late. You're super rude. If we want to talk
What
about
was
rudeness,
super rude?
Uh-oh.
I
super late.
apologize for being late. I
Didn't
drove from
apologize
LA to
me.
be
Didn't
here.
apologize to me. So, anyways,
I
Do you
did.
wanna
When
just
I
answer
walked
the
in, I said,
question?
I'm so sorry
Oh,
that I was
that's it.
late.
do you want to answer the question?
It's over. She's not going to answer it. Oh, that's it. That's it. Is that it?
And don't just say shit on the podcast for the sake of the podcast. I wasn't rude to you. I apologize to both you and
Yeah, cool. Do you want to answer the question?
I feel
What
uncomfortable
is this
now.
called?
Oh, man,
Obfuscation
it's
or whatever?
over.
Is
It's
this,
over. It's over.
Rage quit.
It's done. It's done.
Okay. Cool. I think that's a rage quit there. Well, hey, yeah, you got to leave. You just got to leave. You just got to leave.
Shit.
I'm gonna leave.
Yeah, but you gotta leave the studio. You just gotta leave. Hold on. What's she asking? Mary, what is she asking? No, just say it. Just say it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you just gotta leave. Nah. Adios. Yeah. Yep. Go for it. Well,
what did Jimbob do?
rage quit, I guess.
What
wait,
did
hold on.
Jimbob do?
Sweet. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have
what did Jimbob
I'm
do?
gonna have you take that seat, okay?
Got you.
And then just stay there. That's fine.
Why did you done it, Jimbob?
All right. Okay, guys, hold on. Oh, wait. Oh my goodness. I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's lost. I don't understand what's lost
very
by
hard to
answering
sit
the
through
question.
that,
Even if
seriously.
it was a wrong answer. I don't understand what the hill to die on was.
I guess let's assume she did have an answer to the question. It was either she
Jimbob does look very
would not get
satisfied
rid of
with
all
himself.
men,
It's true.
and it's just so it'd just be the current status quo,
Jimbob's go.
or she has to eliminate all the men.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Does that her refusal to answer it? Does that mean that she would kill all men to prevent this particular crime from happening? Is that eugenics or what is it?
Or does
Yeah,
that happen to
basically,
the
yeah.
Candy Rock troll?
I mean,
don't know.
it's like it's just like a utilitarian
It's debate eugenics.
approach.
And by extension, wouldn't this be the end of the species? Because
I think she's just scared of sounding like she supports SA.
But we already granted to her
Yeah,
that
doesn't
it
mean
wouldn't.
that.
It
I
doesn't
don't-
mean that at all.
I think she just didn't want to change her answer.
You
No
won't
matter
rip me,
what.
Andrew? I'm
She
too
just
dumb for that.
predetermined how
That's
she wants
fair.
to answer it, and
Now send in more money,
She did,
stupid.
and she just didn't want to change that for the sake of even argument. And
Man, I came in
to
exactly
me,
the right time.
Made
I
no
came in
sense.
exactly the right time.
Yes.
It's
Well,
just being stubborn.
now we can. I mean, it's good that she left because now we can actually get back to the show and get through some of the other stuff.
Jimbob did not
okay, we
shave his
have,
arms. I don't know if anybody's
Wait,
noticed
she's
that.
sending in? Is she? Wait, hold on. Oh no, I've been essayed twice. No, this isn't her. And I can tell you, I'd keep men around. Could have answered it directly. Ridiculous, dude. Yeah, totally. Well put, Aaliyah. Okay, we have some messages coming through, guys. Give me just a moment.
So one's down.
We have Ben here. I apologize to Chair One. The tarred Muslim who doesn't understand the hypothetical is Becky. L's in the chat. D's Nates. No woman has trashy tattoos like that and still has her V card.
L's in the chat.
I think this is directed to you, Tiffany. Born again doesn't count. LOL. She claims to want 2 kids, but will remind her children every day of their undesirable nose with her surgery. What? Not top 1%, just average, mildly attractive Asian woman? Why did you put a star there? Do you want to respond, Tiffany?
I'm not born again. My tattoos aren't that trashy compared to other tattoos some women get. And then
At least he said you're mildly attractive. That was like a bonus at the end.
Yeah, that's a compliment,
That's
I
like-
guess.
Yeah.
It's a big deal for these chats.
Tried hard to say that.
Okay, we have thank you, D's Nates, for your soup chat. And then we have Libertariat Prime. I'm so nervous the chair 2 will sneeze and chair 3 will have to stick in her hair. What? Brixton is a brave man. That the true black and white cookie of whatever would have rather made it via Streamlabs, but apparently the Jannies blocked me from it in addition to the Discord. Not sure. Libertarian, I don't think you're blocked on Streamlabs, but if you send me a DM, I can try to resolve. I don't know. Maybe you sent in some troll shit or some TOS shit, possibly. I don't know, on Streamlabs, but sometimes some people get banned or whatever. Okay, here we did the gender swap, right? I'm pretty sure.
L's in the chat.
Bro, that was crazy. I don't know.
It's LRN. What's up, bro? How you doing? It's kind of nice
So I'm
having
really,
a little bit of a smaller chat over
I'm
here.
shocked that
Sometimes
her
it's
first
nice.
marriage didn't work
I don't
out.
get to chat enough with you fucking scumbags anymore.
I don't know why that would have happened.
always like fucking
okay.
Thousands of
Let's
people
see
I have
here.
to yell at now.
Okay, one sec,
bullshit.
guys. Here, we're going to get
It's
back to some
bullshit.
pre-show notes. One sec. Okay, we did Sammy. We did.
Now send me money. Well, you're sending Jimbob money.
Oh, I didn't do the Muslim girl's notes, but what's her name? Sarah. She's
Born again
legally married to someone who won't divorce her. Okay, I don't know. There's nothing else there. Here, going to Nazanin. Did I say that right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't expect
apparently
you to
we've
pop
had
up
you
here either,
scheduled on
LRN,
the
but here we
show
are.
Before, but then you said you're Iranian and a war just broke between my country and Israel.
That's
I was
no
really looking
excuse,
forward to
Redfish.
coming on the show,
That's
but
no
I need to be
excuse.
able to focus and feel better.
It was. Remember what happened?
Is there a war?
Uh-oh.
No, it was.
There was an attack.
It was an attack. It was just we
I
were
feel like
just
there's some
sitting
some cream
and
cheese
waiting
going
for
on
it to
here.
become a war because it was just the first time ever that Iran basically threw those
Money will
missiles. Like
always
I think it was hundreds of missiles to Israel. Nothing happened, thank God. But
There's
that
some
just
cream
was the first time
cheesery
that
going
happened.
on around
I
here.
was just like, I can't focus on anything else. It's just way too big.
Terrible.
Because my parents live in Iran. Everybody lives in Iran,
Okay.
and I couldn't just sit there and talk about dating.
I'm so
when
sick of you, Christopher.
that was happening
Calling
right
me a
now.
Canadian
Yeah.
all the time. We're here to make fun of
Christopher Murphy
Jimbob,
with the
not me. We're
$200
here to
super
make
chat.
fun of
Thank you so much,
Jimbob.
Christopher. Fucking finally, thank God, chair 3 is out.
Mean taint muffin. Mean.
I've never encountered that, man. I don't know. Usually, you're like, if you it simply goes like this. But if you had to pick one, which would you pick? And then they just answer it. Like it didn't have to be that complicated. But yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
You fucking dick, dude.
I don't know if she made it this far.
I think she wanted
making
to.
decisions.
I think she wanted
Got
to
one
kill.
step back. Jimbob's
Mad.
amazing. Always has been.
That's what she
Completely
wanted to
depopulated.
That's why I
do.
said
Always
you're
has
coming
been a
from
very,
anger, you're
very
coming from
highly
fear,
talented,
that's
highly
the resentment
underrated
toward
guy.
all man. Like
Crazy.
for you to immediately
Because he doesn't know how to
think,
market.
Okay,
Fucking-
that man should be
you
a
gotta call
bad
him
man.
Dumb Bob. He
So
doesn't know how to market himself
there
at
it
all.
is.
It's
That
terrible at
says
it.
a lot about how you think about men. And she's like,
That's why I
no,
make him
that's
go on
my
shows like
experience.
this.
And I
I'm
was
like,
like,
"Nope,
yeah,
you're
that's
going."
in your head. This is how you
Are you
see
sure,
men.
Andrew? I'm not
Yet at
really
the
sure,
same
Andrew.
time,
Now you're
okay
fucking going,
with,
Jimbob. Now go.
some sort of stuff that
All
you
right,
put
I'll
out
go.
there, which would
Oh, no.
somehow bring the make the chance of being subjected to those problems higher.
You know what, Jimbob? Tell me if this is a good comparison. It would be like if someone asked us, well, if we could get rid of
Going
all
real well,
women
Jess
to
Gerald.
stop
Going very well.
the abortions,
Mhm.
the murder. I mean, maybe she wouldn't view it that way, but
Yeah.
if like by our worldview, it's like, okay, if abortion is murder, you're murdering
Yeah.
an
I
unborn
feel like I'm going to have a
baby,
really
an
long
unborn
beard
child.
and hair, though.
We would
before it's
both be
done.
like,
Hold on.
no,
Yeah.
no, we're not. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Even something more subtle like eliminate marriage because there's some sort of situation where women run they run free with all the money
Why does
after the
Jimbob
divorce or
have like
something horrific like
Guido
that's in
chest
favor of
hair
them.
going on with that?
Anything that makes this like
Shave your chest
sweeping,
hair, Jimbob.
remedy
Shave your chest
that's
hair,
that
Jimbob.
brutal. I mean, it was not a hard question to answer. Even the other gals answered it quite quickly. No, I would
What?
never eliminate everybody.
Just last time I was
Would you?
streaming, you were making
I
fun of
would,
me for
yeah.
that.
Oh, you would?
You would
Yeah.
eliminate everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think it definitely insinuates the worst when you don't answer.
Wait, so you would eliminate everybody to stop anything?
To stop like you guys said, SA.
Would you stop?
I'm not your pro. Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, that's SA. What about like theft?
Theft? Probably not. I mean, I don't give a fuck about that, right? But SA stuff that actually matters.
I think
like,
being a
yeah.
Canadian,
No, dude.
being Canadian.
So you would get rid of
I'm not one.
delete 4 billion men.
I would, if I had the opportunity to just delete
Are
every
you sure you
person
get
off the
cut?
earth, I
No,
would.
it's all Jimbob's, man.
Oh, okay.
Listen, he'd do it for me in a second.
After saying
He'd cover a
That's a
stream
clip.
for me in a second if I asked him to. He wouldn't even think twice.
Wait, so that's like a version of her thing. You just have it about humanity. She just had it about men.
I don't think she feels that way about men. That's why she was having a hard time answering it.
But why do you feel that way about humanity?
Pointless and
For
boring.
me personally,
Then don't fucking watch
I
it,
just feel
stupid
like I've
fuck.
seen the worst in
Don't watch it
majority of
then. Get the
people.
fuck
Have you
outta
seen the
here.
best?
No, not really. No,
Wait, you've not seen
Also,
good in
F you,
people?
Craig.
no,
that's
not
fair.
really. No,
Really?
People don't show me their good side for the most part. So
Making fun of
Really?
Korean.
yeah, for
You
the
see
most
that
part.
good in yourself?
I mean, yeah, but at this point,
I
it
mean,
doesn't
but
matter
don't
if
you
like
like
the
essay
majority of
trees?
people.
Aren't you a
I
tree
walk into the
essay?
light.
I mean, have you considered kissing my hand and then putting it against
No
it?
consent.
What
I
is
mean,
wrong
the
with
tree
that
didn't
chick?
give
She
you
looks
Yeah,
like she has
you
a
don't know
giant
that.
fucking
You don't
ball
know
of
that.
snot hanging out
What
of
if-
her
what if-
nose.
what if a
Yeah,
tree-
what will you do?
I mean,
Hey,
but
what
if
if-
You know,
it's
with like a
if
giant
it's-
drip bead
if
at the end
it's
of it.
growing towards me,
She's
it
so
must
gross.
Oh,
That chick is so
Wait a
gross.
second.
Got
Can-
essays.
Wait a second. Other things can grow
She also
towards
has
you,
like
yeah.
and that can
she
be
has her buff
involuntary.
abs
so
showing for everybody.
I don't
too.
know if that's a good
She's
system
very
for you.
strong looking.
But for
isn't
like
she?
plants and stuff, it's a whole
Very
different
strong
thing.
looking.
It's a whole different
Wait,
system.
can we get a TTS
Very
from like
buff.
maybe redwoods or cedar tree?
Cedar.
What's
Cedars are
like
hot.
what's Canadian hemlock or some bullshit? I think that's a type of wood or a tree or something. Can we get maybe? Can you tell us if you consented to her kissing the?
we got Allah sending chats. We're gonna get different types of
We're
trees.
gonna get some trees. Can we get some? What are the?
Stop, that's so cute, like the little roots and stuff. Oh, Groot, dude, yeah, that would be so cute. Do it, please.
What's your
Very muscular
preferred terrain in
woman.
Minecraft?
Hmm?
What's your
Maybe
preferred
like
terrain
an
in
oak tree or
Minecraft?
something.
You messed up by thinking I play Minecraft.
Maybe like
Damn.
a maple tree,
A maple
chestnut,
tree.
chestnut tree.
Lately, I've been like into like junipers and probably
dope.
walnuts, but
I love that for you,
yeah.
Very niche.
Slay Queen.
But I mean, for the most part, I'm into mushrooms right now.
It's
I
not
think
no
they're
shoulder
beautiful.
bigger than Jimbob's.
Yeah.
I love that
Mhm.
for you.
Actually,
okay.
yes.
Let's see here.
Actually,
Notes.
surprisingly,
We
yes.
have Val.
Yeah, you like that
Tell us
rage
your
quit, don't
catfish
you?
story.
Don't you,
Oh
bitch?
my god. You can just read it out loud because I wrote it really well.
Okay,
Who's this
fine.
guy?
You said that you were catfished
she
in
got
2010. Your
channel?
older sister, her boyfriend, and you agreed to meet the man of the
Does
hour
that chick
in
have a
movie theater.
mullet?
You were
She's
16
got a
at the
better
time,
mullet
and he
than
had just turned
Jimbob
18.
does.
He was a solid 300 pounds at least. All blubber.
That's
You
it.
were honestly impressed that he was able to crop all of it out on Facebook. You went on the date, but you were too naive to realize that you had absolutely no reason to feel bad for him. Due to your own apparent predilection for masochism, you proceeded to invite him back to your house. You ended up in the backyard where eventually he broke your mother's lawn chair in front of all your cherished loved ones. Apparently, humiliating you with his optical falsehoods wasn't enough, which you frankly still find to be quite unfair. Moral of the story, sympathy is hell's favorite pavement material.
Yep. And then I said all blubber baby, not just all blubber.
Oh, all blubber. Excuse
all
me.
blubber baby.
All right. That was cool.
That was interesting.
So she's just
And,
posting her L's. It's
let's
just
see
another
here.
woman posting L's. It's just
you
a
said how
massive
to leave
L,
an abusive
dude.
relationship. You had some
I
advice.
met this
Oh,
fat
yeah,
guy for a
so-
date
I basically dated
and
guy
took
that
him
was a
back
mean
home
girl.
and he broke my
and it
chair.
was like he would just say
What
backhanded
the
things to me all the time, and obviously that could easily wear you down. I feel like a lot of guys do that. So what I did was anytime he gave
Happy
me
to give,
something, if I
thanks,
found
man.
any truth in it,
Now give us more.
I would take it and I would
The grift
change it.
continues.
And by the time I was ready
No,
to
I
leave
really
that
appreciate all the
relationship, I was
support for the stream. I know
fully
Jim
healed,
Bob will as
way
well.
better person than I already was.
Just trying to
um,
keep you guys awake,
yeah.
all right?
I
Trying
feel
to
like
keep you guys
that's
awake.
it just helped me a lot. And I feel like that's just good advice. If people are in like, I don't know, like
Jim
mentally
Bob
or
has a bunch
emotionally
of
abusive
I
relationships,
don't know, like half Chinese babies to
I
feed
feel
or
like that's the
whatever.
one
So.
solution that worked for me.
What were you doing to him that was abusive?
I wasn't doing anything.
Oh,
JF Gary
so I
Epi
thought you said
said
you were in an abusive
to use the
relationship, so I
Asian
thought you
womb
might have been the abuser.
Because he
Did-
doesn't
did
think
you hit him?
like white women are worth it
No.
anymore.
That was a,
I
Financially.
think
that
that
was a
Jim Bob
reasonable
took that
question.
seriously.
No, he was just a mean girl.
JF Gary Epi was
Oh,
like,
he was a mean
if it
girl.
is the case,
Yeah.
What was he doing
You
that
know
was
how mean
abusive?
girls act. He would just say,
Andrew,
like,
the
I'll give you an
white
example.
woman
We're in the grocery
here
store and it's
is
crowded, so
no
I make
longer
sure
worth
stay
it.
out of everybody's way.
You must
and then we'll get in the
use
car and
the
we'll be like,
Asian womb.
you're in everybody's way.
Andrew.
Like, just make me feel incompetent
Little
over
mullet
time.
boy,
It got
supposedly
to
a
the point
comedian.
where a few years into a relationship, I felt like
Right.
if I didn't have him, I'd be homeless on the street.
Wait, but hold on. So
I feel like
hold on. So didn't
Yeah.
wasn't my question, what did he do that was abusive? And your
Who's the
first
better
example
eunuch?
was
Zen or Jimbob?
you went to
What
a
are you
grocery
talking
store
about, weirdo?
and you yourself were like, oh, I don't want to be
The
in
money for
people's
the
way.
half Chinese
And then he
babies.
said,
Yeah.
No.
whoa, you really got in people's way? That's the first
No.
example you give when I ask if how you were abused.
That's not. No. What I said
Little
was.
ching chong pakahau among
This is
guys.
an example of like what he would do.
Hold on, let's
If-
explore that thing you just described though. Is
Okay.
that abusive?
So
Him saying you got in
it's
people's
kind of
way?
condescending.
if
Yeah, I don't think condescension is abusive.
if we were in the store and you were making sure to stay out of everybody's way, and then we left, and I was like, you were literally in everybody's way the whole
How,
time
was
you were
he
there.
saying it as a
Yes.
joke?
No.
So he was getting on your case.
Yeah.
It's all do it.
I mean, that's
it's
kind of
like
weird, but I don't
constant,
think
like,
that's
little
abusive.
It's like death by 1,000 cuts. It gets old, and
Well, okay, hold on.
it's
So
like
he's
a
annoying.
One off.
Yeah, I don't think being annoying or a jerk is abusive.
We were in
I feel
Miami.
like over time, if it's
There was tons of
intentional,
Asian
I
restaurants,
feel
and every
like it
time
can
we
definitely
passed
be
by, I'd be like,
mentally
this just has to disgust you,
abusive.
So,
Jimbob.
so
It's all
wait, he
you
was
get
like,
at home,
whoa,
right?
you really got in Well, did you get in somebody's way?
No, I literally.
That's what she's saying. She didn't.
You
She
know,
was
that's just
actually-
an
Oh, it was
example,
really
but it's
fun.
I
like,
mean, you
Follow
kind of
Jimbob.
seem like someone who gets in people's way, though.
yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I
Well,
kind
if
of.
I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
yeah, I'm pretty
You
burly.
fucking abuser.
Yeah.
Oh my
Jimbob's
God.
pretty
Wait, did
abusive.
you like these little pecks? It sounds like there's a bunch of pecks at you, right?
Yeah, it just.
So
gets
wait,
old.
do you say things back like?
I actually didn't for a long time. I was just
Oh.
like,
So he doesn't even know that it's bothering you.
well, at first, because I just thought something was wrong with me. There's another time where,
the fuck
Well,
is
that's
this?
not. Wait,
oh,
he might have been a
63
jerk,
super
but
chats. You guys are a
that's
massive
you
failure.
thinking when
63
women
super
think
chats
something's
since I've
wrong with
been on
them.
here.
That's actually
Worthless. You're fucking
not
worthless.
a good excuse
You know what, just
to make
leave.
it
I
about
didn't want you
the
here.
person. Because let's say
I
it's
just wanna
not
watch
a
this
dude. Let's say it's your
uninterrupted
friend.
without any of you
If
fucking
you don't
chatters
say
here.
it, if you don't say, hey, don't fucking do that.
yeah,
You know, like, what if they just don't know? Like,
no,
you
I
know what
agree
mean?
with that.
So,
Yeah,
so what's like the threshold? Because you're saying it's abusive, but it sounds like you're abusing yourself by not just saying something.
yeah, and then it just adds to it because it's just like you're stupid, basically. And I remember one time after work, I cleaned the entire kitchen, I redecorated it, whatever. And then he
No,
came
it's
home.
not
I
my
was so
channel. Look how
excited, and in
fucking
the back of my
stupid
mind, I
these
was like, I know
chatters
he's
are.
gonna
It's not my
ruin
fucking
this.
channel. What's wrong with you?
And he came home, and
I just
was
took
like,
it over because
hey,
I
like I
can't.
have a surprise. And he was like, what, you cleaned the kitchen? You know what I mean?
Hold on. Wait.
Like, he didn't
hold
give
on.
a
He was
shit.
like, isn't that obvious?
Yeah,
Wait,
and I
were you
spent
working?
hours.
Were you working at the time?
Yeah, I
Okay.
worked full time.
Did you guys shared? You guys were living together, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Were you guys splitting the bills 50-50?
That hurts, Andrew.
Okay.
Rude.
And so what did he say exactly? He said,
He just didn't give a shit.
wait, hold on. He didn't. So what, can you be more precise in what happened?
Yeah, so say you
No, tell us
Clean-
what happened. Like what actually happened.
Sure, so
you cleaned
after
the whole
work-
apartment.
well, no, I cleaned. So our kitchen, like I
I don't believe you,
redecorated it. I
Nemo.
cleaned every little fucking like crevice of the kitchen, and I
Uh-huh.
was really excited about it. And I knew in the back of my mind when he came home, and I told him like, if I got
what?
excited, it would just be like stupid. So yeah, like when he came home and I was super excited, he just was like,
She's
who
gonna
gives
cry.
a shit,
She's gonna
basically.
cry. She's gonna
No,
cry.
no, not
Are you
basically.
gonna cry?
What did he do?
He said he came in and he was like, I was like super
gonna
excited,
cry.
and I told him I have a surprise for you, and he's just like, what, you clean the kitchen? And then I was like
Jimbob.
at least
Finish her, Jimbob.
it just sucks because if somebody does something for you, you can
Make
at
her
least
cry, Jimbob.
entertain the thought of like appreciation.
I mean,
Finish her.
I understand,
Yes.
but
Yes.
I mean, I'm not
I mean,
entitled to anything.
It's
Do
not
it.
abuse, but I
You
mean,
mean
Yeah, I was-
That's
Jimbob,
deliberate
finish her,
condescending.
Jimbob.
If it's deliberate over time, that's all.
Is
you're-
it-
You're
that's a
choosing
lot.
to stay with him though.
wait, but
I
is
agree. I agree.
sorry,
but-
is it
I-
it possible that you didn't clean that well?
Possible. I tried my best. At least I tried my best, though. You know, that deserves
Oh,
something.
that's valid.
She laughed.
That
She's a
deserves-
comedian.
That
It was-
deserves something.
See how lighthearted she is? Look at her
Okay,
eyes.
Yeah.
I'm very jovial.
Hold on.
All right, that was
Look. So it's like, it's kind of,
Ah,
wait,
he
did you,
didn't let-
did you
he
ever
didn't
get a
let me down.
haircut and he came
Didn't let me
home
down.
and he didn't say anything?
Gonna
He
cry
didn't
more,
notice that
Anthony.
you got a haircut?
Fine, here's money.
Is that
That's also this
abusive?
month. The rest goes to
No,
the
he's
dentist
constantly
because
up
my
my ass,
toothache
too,
is-
so-
Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's like he was constantly on my ass.
My friend
I couldn't
Ryan,
really
he
do
had it
anything.
too,
That's a
Faye.
whole
But like,
different
okay, here's the
facet
thing.
of
And I
it.
told him I was going
I
to pay
feel like
for it,
when
and then
you
right at the
lead
end,
with
I was
my
like, no, I'm
ex-boyfriend was
not. And
abusive.
then I gave it to the church
That's a little
instead.
You're
dramatic.
thinking it's so.
No, that's what you literally said.
I know.
on me.
No,
Wait, hold on.
I'm not
Okay.
accusing you of being dramatic. I'm saying what I said was dramatic.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
abusive.
That's what we're trying to focus on. Like,
What?
are you being
I'm-
super hyperbolic then?
Wait, how can you be hyperbolic though
Yeah, that's
about
I feel like abuse was a dramatic term for me to use, for me to choose. I'm not saying
Abuse,
that
Crystal
what you're
abuse.
saying
no,
is
but in the
dramatic.
like this
Jimbob
wasn't just
fucked
some
up.
sort
He
of
fucked
like
up. Don't let him
accidental
get away
slip
with
of
it.
the tongue. In your pre-show notes, you're like, how to leave an abusive relationship. You have advice, and you're now talking about this guy who
Jimbob just
said
knocked
that
at Crystal
you got in
over. Did you
people's
hear
way
him?
at the grocery
He just
store.
said he knocked at Crystal over.
Whether you did or not, whatever. Let's say you
yeah, you
didn't
probably
even,
lose.
and then you
You're right.
cleaned the kitchen, and he didn't acknowledge.
The host is epic. Shut up.
I'm sorry, that's
You
not
suck.
abuse. That's not abuse. Maybe
those
he's a
things
jerk.
Doesn't
built
mean that
up
was
and
funny.
make
It
you
was
feel
funny.
incompetent and stupid. So it is kind of abusive to
It
her.
There you go.
It's like
What?
a
And
mental
like,
Jimbob
on a
is fine.
consistent
For her
basis,
personality,
Time,
it
Jimbob.
is.
Unleash
What?
The
drunken
way
Jimbob.
she would take it
Unleash it.
is personal.
No. So why do
then-
we have to coddle?
Finished it.
Because
What?
at the
You
end
don't.
of the day, I mean, the fact that he probably had no idea
it's the same way with
that
men.
his words are
I don't-
so
well-
affecting her
Wait,
in a
stop
very
playing with it.
negative
Oh,
Just
shit.
put it on
way.
the ground.
Wait,
Um,
why isn't? Oh, look. If
Do
she
it.
doesn't say something, is very clear with something like, stop doing that. That doesn't work for me. Like a man could just as well, using your standard, say that's abuse and be like, it's abuse for you to let this all build up against me and not say anything. I mean, well, I wouldn't
No,
say
you're
that. I'm
good,
not
bro.
going
Have
to
you
defend
I'm
that.
said
just
something?
busting
Have
your
you
balls.
confronted him about
so eventually he was like, obviously he was like, I can't read your mind.
Well, Jimbob's
so
a close
I would start saying
personal
things
IRL
like that,
friend.
and then things wouldn't change with him. But whatever, like that's
he's
why I
not
wanted
really
to
a
bring it up
wingman.
because
He's an
a lot of
actual
people deal with
friend.
that shit. It doesn't have to be your significant
Like, I
other. It
actually
could be
trust that
somebody
guy
around you that's just
beyond
constantly
just,
knocking you down.
how you would
But
an
if you
online entertainer.
find the truth in what they're saying, why am I insulted by that? You can change it, and then you can become a better person. And by the time you're a better person, you don't even want to be around that person anymore. Does that make sense?
Well, now you're just going to know.
I don't know about his Chinese wife, but he's
earlier
all right.
on
He's good.
with people like.
Yeah.
But
I'm
again,
just
I
saying
agree
it
with Brian.
helps.
I wouldn't say that's abuse. I think
Sure.
that's, I hate to shift it all on you, but I think the toleration of things is actually I wouldn't call
Online
it
guitar
abuse,
lessons
but
for
if you're going to
Andrew.
call that thing abuse,
I'm as good
I
a
would just
guitar
say
player as
that's
Jimbob is. I
that's
don't know what you're talking about.
Inflicted abuse.
And
Really.
I feel like people take advantage of that.
I'm as good as he is.
Not that it's
I would
it's
say
still
I'm
your
better
problem at the
than
end of the
Jimbob
day.
is, in fact.
And that's what I meant by everything I just said.
Yeah.
How you like that?
You do have the power. Like
Huh?
if somebody's doing that, you can change it.
It is
Basically,
abuse.
He's a
just
chord
have to
player,
wait
but
and
he's-
play.
It
shred.
is abuse.
What?
This is literally like
It's just
Wait,
verbal
you
abuse.
think
If she says, "Hey, I don't like this. Please stop," and you keep doing it, and you keep harassing her with those same
Bro.
behaviors, that is abuse.
Well, there's a form
So
of
just to be-
verbal abuse.
just to be clear,
though.
Hold on. So just to be
Maybe I
clear,
should give Jimbob
one of the
guitar
examples
lessons.
she
You think
gave
about
when I
that,
asked her to
fucker?
give me a better example of the supposed and alleged abuse was I cleaned the kitchen. My boyfriend came home and he did not, to a satisfactory degree,
Yeah, because some people
acknowledge
do that
me
on
cleaning.
purpose. They do that on purpose to manipulate you.
Let's go back down to reality. A boyfriend
Oh, no.
not acknowledging
Did I
that you
just do the
cleaned
hello?
the shared living space. That's
Earth
not
to
abuse.
Matilda.
Maybe I'll accept it's inconsiderate. Maybe I actually don't think it's.
Yeah, the
She
tree
said
helper's
it's
getting
also
upset.
on so many other levels that this is happening.
Yeah.
Tree
like,
belly.
Like it's not just like her.
Yeah, but your
Okay.
standard for abuse is super low. Like you
Yeah.
said, doing something and someone asks you to stop and you keep doing it. I crop dust my wife over
Yeah.
and over again.
What does
She
that-
says stop.
What does that mean?
She told me to
Talk
stop,
to me like I'm dumb
She-
for a second.
I think that Jimbob Dutch
fart,
ovens.
Lane cross.
and I trap her.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dutch
So
ovens.
So you don't
are-
have any responsibility.
Dutch
No,
ovens.
no, I will
Because
not
you-
stop.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
Is that
Well,
abuse?
she-
Is it-
yeah,
is-
yeah.
yeah, because you know
Is
she
that-
won't leave you.
Like I
You
know.
crop dusting her.
What? That's
You
why
crop
it's
dusting her all the
what?
time.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What?
Like I'm gonna come on here and be honest with you. I like to say a lot of like weird slurs or whatever sometimes. You know what I mean? And I use that against my men. And they tell me all the time, like, hey,
Lord,
stop.
that's
Like this
funny.
makes me, uncomfortable, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And it's like something that I just do. And I
Chinese lady.
understand that it's abusive in their head because they don't like it. They don't.
But
they
you keep
ask
doing
me
it.
to stop.
Lord
But you
have
keep doing
mercy.
it, right?
Sometimes it just slips out.
What
but
the
if
fuck?
I feel like it's
Why
too
is that red?
disrespectful, like the other day I
Or
called
$1.49.
one of my dudes
Why is that
the
red?
B word,
Okay.
It's what the
and he
fuck?
was like, "Whoa," and I was like, "Yeah, no, dude, I'm sorry."
Can I
But
add?
like even
I mean,
to this
Wait.
point, it is
B word.
abusive.
Now I want to know what the B word
It is
Is it-
abusive. It's
Biatch?
degrading.
Wait, biatch?
Wait.
Yeah,
is it-
bitch.
Oh,
Nah,
you can
that's
say that.
that's probably okay.
But
We try to avoid it, but it's probably fine.
no. You're
Wait,
fine.
what were you saying?
yeah, I mean, I think
Dutch
there's a
officer
form
the
of it
truest
that it
form
could be
of spousal
verbal,
support.
but I wouldn't go to the extent and say it's just straight abuse. Kind of like you said, that makes your standard low.
Mhm.
Because what does that make other people's situations? Like I used to get like
I don't know.
beat
Apparently,
the
I
shit out
agree
of
with my
dude.
wife,
Yeah,
right?
that's abuse. You know, like
Because-
someone could be mean to you and be inconsiderate, not think about how you're feeling, whatever. But that's kind of just
Jim
mean,
Bob's like, I
you
torture
know?
my
I
wife
wouldn't
on
say it's
purpose.
abuse.
What's up now?
Verbal abuse is one
Yeah,
thing,
it's
but
Yeah, so it's in a different.
Well, it's-
assault is different.
Are you saying you ain't seen shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
A
I
little
get
bit,
it.
man.
You don't know
Like,
that.
You know what
That's
this
insane.
reminds me of?
Harassment is still abusive, regardless.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
Yeah.
No, it's
I think-
still
inconsiderate.
abusive.
I think being annoying or being inconsiderate, I don't think these are good
So if
things,
someone
but I don't
started
think it's
just
abuse.
popping up outside the door like every day, you're not saying that
His
that's
wife is an
abusive.
Asian.
No.
That's
It's like, what?
scary,
That's
right?
No, harassment is
No,
illegal.
that's harassment.
No, it's legal.
Therefore,
That's illegal. That's
it doesn't matter if it's illegal. It's still
no.
abusive.
You don't go to court
It's
and the
still
hold on a
abusive.
second.
Some people
Hold on
don't
a
give a
second.
Wait,
fuck about that.
when did we even forward the position that it's acceptable to like
Right.
stalk somebody?
Right.
We never said that.
You guys are sitting here saying
Does the
harassment
judge
isn't
does
abusive.
the
we didn't
judge
say that.
does
What?
the judge say, and we order you, this fine or this jail time for abuse or harassment?
It's the same thing. What are you talking about?
No. There's certain activities and you call them harassment, right? It's not. You don't let there. It's like
Harassment
thinking
still
we'd
is
look at all
another
that
way of
facial
saying
shit as
abusive
abuse.
actions.
well, you're violating
Are
something.
you-
No, you're violating something.
You're
Abuse.
using
No. You could do legal abuse, right? From your perspective, legal.
Yeah.
Okay.
People do it all the time.
So the thing that makes harassment a thing is that it's illegal. It's a legal problem.
Okay.
But you can harass people online, and like you're gonna have to find this threshold of when something's abusive or not. And she's telling you, you're really diminishing what abuse actually is for
I
other
hear
people.
what you're saying.
Really?
And I'm sorry if it comes off
No,
to you
I
that
see
way
what,
because
I
I'm
see
not
what you're
saying
trying
that
to say.
whatsoever.
I'm just trying to make it clear. Abuse is assault. Abuse is putting hands on someone. Abuse is hurting someone else physically. Abuse is not annoying somebody
play
and
a
pissing
game.
them off.
Mhm.
It's
Let's
hitting
play a game.
somebody, dude. It's hurting them. It's trapping them. Like there's so much shit. It's crazy. You're calling being outside
play a
somebody's
game.
room of fucking abusive.
So you see the like
Really?
freak with the snot
A lot of
hanging out of
times
her
whenever
nose.
people are that crazy to actually continue to give you a reaction or whatever, or try to force you to have a reaction or whatever.
Let's see.
they're-
What's the game we can play?
It's because they're trying to hurt you in some sort of way, whether it's physical, mental, whatever.
Sure.
Like that's part of like cults and stuff like that.
Alright.
They're literally doing abusive shit to you to get you into the cult.
I
So
know what
like
we'll
make
do.
it make sense to me.
Wait, hold on. So okay, people showing up
Anytime
at
she
your
gets triggered,
place of
anytime
residence,
Jim Bob
uninvited, you
triggers
ask
her,
them to
the
leave,
first
they
one
keep
who
coming
puts
back.
one
That's
Yeah, that-
abusive.
in the chat.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
That's
harassment.
Right.
harassment.
will
It's
send you
it's a scale, right?
copy
It's a
of
spectrum,
Savage
right?
Yeah, but we're
memes
not-
it's
on
all
me.
still
I'll pay for
the
your copy
thing
of
of
Savage
abuse.
We
memes.
agree
Like, it
with
doesn't
you.
matter.
We agree with you.
Put one in
But
the second
the
she's
example
triggered,
she
and I have to agree
provided
with it. That's the
where
game.
The boyfriend didn't acknowledge her cleaning
And I'll pay for the latest copy of Savage memes.
and maybe was that's not abuse
Or shit
I
communication.
just don't
No,
think that
no,
she
just
wants to
Gerald. You
devolve
can
into like
hang on. If you
actually
put in
stuff that
one, you're
happens to her if
disqualified
it
before she's
triggers her.
triggered.
But something
You have to
like
wait till she
that,
gets
like I
triggered.
can understand.
Her boyfriend
Because it
didn't
happens
Otherwise, you get
all the
disqualified.
time.
but the relationship long term was abusive to her.
I'm
Because if
not
she
gonna
asks
grant
you to
that.
change,
I'm not granting
What
that.
I don't care.
I'm not
my
gra- I'm
take
not
is
granting
that
that, Tiffany. Sorry.
the only way that comes
No,
to
Mrs.
my
is
mind
still
is
sick.
when
I might have to
she
cancel.
started thinking that
Well, I'm
he's
probably gonna
doing
have to
this
cancel all my
on
travel for this
purpose
month.
to hurt her feeling, to be able to have control over her.
Mhm.
That is the only way that you can say that's abusive, because she got to the point that she felt like, okay, so you're doing it on purpose to hurt my feeling, knowing this kind of communication.
Yeah, but this is where women never take responsibility. If they're the ones who know what's happening and they're describing it as XYZ, in this case abuse, they have some weird
first one who puts in one when he
stay
actually triggers one of
in
these
the
women.
situation, right? Every
I'll
time.
send him. I will pay for a copy of Savage
That's
Memes.
how she got to the conclusion that he was trying to abuse.
Was she abusing me?
Her.
I felt abused by this woman.
She was not answering.
Who refused to just like answer my question.
Is that abuse?
Yo, chat. Am I an abusive?
Wait,
victim?
she says you're abusing.
I heard that. She says that I was abusive towards her.
But she already told you, like, she like even
yeah, she didn't
if
answer the question. She didn't answer the question.
Let's say, like, she said, even if it was a question on a fucking quiz.
Let me ask you a question.
She wouldn't answer it.
I love
if that
this.
Was the
I
question.
love this.
So she already answered.
Sure, I love this. Do you know what stonewalling is? No. Is stonewalling abusive to do in a relationship?
Wait, I don't know what that means.
You don't know what stonewalling
yeah,
is?
no, please explain.
Here, I'll Google it for you just so I give you the perfect definition.
You got to remember, I have never
Brian
been
learning so much.
Is that just like
how he brings up
like,
concise definitions to make
a
sure
destructive communication
sure.
pattern where someone emotionally disengages and becomes unresponsive, shutting down a conversation or interaction
Jimbob has
can
to
be a
trigger
form
or
of
else.
emotional abuse. I was being abused by that woman because she was stonewalling
or mods. You let me know.
Already give her
Jimbob mods. You let me know.
I think it's a perfectly
if
when you've
Jimbob
been
triggers
invited
one of them,
to come
the
on
first
a
person who gets
conversational
the
discussion
number one
show,
in there,
there's an
I will pay for a
there's an
copy of Savage
anticipation that
Memes.
questions are going to be asked. I think it was a reasonable question to
For
ask her as a
tonight, too.
hypothetical question, and I was like, "Hey, look, answer one or the other." She didn't do it.
I understand. I think that her problem is that it.
Tell us
the
her
question
problem.
had
Tell us her problem.
SA involved in it, and therefore she didn't want to answer it whatsoever. She didn't want to.
Let me.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on. Let me ask
what angle.
I wish I did this. I'll ask. This is what I should have asked her. I'll ask you. If you could get rid, would you get rid of all men?
I already said yes.
Wait. Hold on. Here, I'm changing it.
Okay.
I'm going to change it. Okay. So, would you get rid of all men to prevent one essay?
Ooh.
Well, if it's just one, no.
Okay, so then, like, I guess, where's the threshold? Like,
well, like I said, from my experience, most people have taken advantage of me. So for me, and from my experience, I'm like.
So what's the number?
If
it's not one, he's asking what is the number? Is it 5?
I already said 80%.
Wait, no, that's not what we're talking about.
What?
How about, let's say, to
What the
prevent
fuck is she talking
1,000
about?
different women being essayed once, would you get rid of all men?
1,000 women is a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's crazy. I wish I asked that to her. That would have been.
Yeah, that
would have been interesting.
Yeah, the threshold is really the question. In the end, it's like, what's the threshold?
You know what? What do you think, Jimbob? Do you think for the question of to prevent one essay, would you get rid of all men? Do you think she would have granted?
Yeah, I'm here. What are you gonna do about it? Bartholomew?
One. Mm-hmm. Or do you think she would have still been like?
She would have said, "No, I'm not answering." Yeah, I can't answer that. She would just avoid the.
I'm watching my boy crush on whatever.
Chats here
it's his debut on whatever. Why can't I watch
Birch.
it? Am I allowed to watch my boy on whatever?
Keep
Is that
this one
okay?
away from my wood
And take over his entire channel,
Are you a fan of
which he doesn't even know I did yet.
What do you think about like? I
think I can.
You know that the beach that washes up on the beach.
Is that dead
cool
to
look at. Yeah.
Yeah, get out of here, lady. You're not even fucking doing anything anyway.
Do you have any? I'm not gonna. Never mind. I'm not gonna.
No, ask it, please.
Christopher Murphy says, I have a friend named Sugar Maple. He said he was trunk deep in you, alien. He filled you up with syrup and you never called him back for round 2.
No,
he
Jimbob
feels
doesn't
abused.
know. I just took his
Sounds like
channel
me.
over.
Wow,
What's he gonna
that's
do about
really
it?
Abusive of you, alien. That's crazy. Okay, well. What is going on?
To get dire on where?
3.
On whatever?
Oh, wait. Yo, Naz, do you want to call? You
I'm
got
kind
a
of
daughter,
afraid
right?
that
Do you
Dyer
want to
would
call her
actually
to come
rage quit because
be on the
he would
show?
be like, "You fucking people are so stupid."
Yeah, get her. Let's have her join the show. We got an empty chair. Get her to join the panel.
Get her on here.
Get her to join the panel.
Get her on there.
Boys, this could be guys. Chat. This could be the first ever mother-daughter.
What's up, Bobby?
appearance
Nice to see you too.
on the
bro.
Whatever podcast. If she got chat, help convince
This
Naz
is dumb,
to
says
bring her
Austin.
daughter
You're fucking dumb. Shut up.
on. Mother-daughter, good times. It was the best of times. It was the
Jimbob's
worst
here
of
to wreck,
times.
and
It
he's
was the
doing good
winter
so
of my
far.
discontent. Okay, I don't know. That's like two different fucking things combined. Tiffany, do you have any statements, thoughts, feelings, opinions? Didn't think so. Okay,
About-
anyways,
about
next.
what?
Wait, what?
About what?
I don't know. Just anything.
No.
What do you think about like Trump's immigration policy?
Horrible.
You want more people deported?
Yeah, Obama deported more people than him.
I see. Okay, you think Trump's slacking on the immigration?
Definitely.
Okay, that's cool. All right, I think that's pretty much it for my pre-show notes, but we have the questionnaire. So, Sammy, you circled. So the statement. By the way, chat, I changed it. There's no more double negatives. It's just agree now, not disagree. Men are not physically stronger than women. You agree?
I agree because I think it can vary. I feel like it really does depend. Now, in my personal experience, that one guy used to beat me up. Like I said, I got some of my hit in. So sometimes I won, sometimes I didn't. So sometimes it just varies, And also, it's not also just about like weight and stuff. Like
You gotta be
you know how
careful
to
with
throw
like
some-
short chicks.
It's
They'll fuck you up,
always like, oh, my personal experience, me.
The
true.
fuck does that got? What does that mean?
Yo, Tiff. Yeah, why are you talking shit on my girl? Sammy?
By the way-
you ask
Yo,
me a
Sammy-
question, you don't want me to talk about from
I
my
found
point
myself.
of view? You want me to talk about from your point of view? Or you want to answer
You're
yourself?
you're
Oh,
answering
there we
the,
go.
you're
Okay,
answering
there
the
we go.
question
Maybe I can get
from
this
your
right.
point of view.
Because
And
he
That's
asked
me right
not
there.
somebody
I
else.
found myself in Jimbob's Where's Waldo.
He's a little
asking
dark.
about
Sammy,
men
and
Sammy, you don't let her
traders.
talk to you like that. She's been
This thing's
disrespecting
fucking
you.
awesome,
She's
by
been-
the way.
she's
I
been
highly
putting
suggest that you buy it
disrespect
and
on
have
your
them sign
name
it.
all that.
It's okay because she's the
That's me
epiphany
right
of
there.
a pick me. Like I'm not worried about it.
Right there.
So
Are you
Yo.
a pick me? Tiffany,
Yeah,
are you
okay,
gonna let
Rachel
her?
found
She
me.
just called
Yes,
you a pick me. Are you gonna let her
How did
talk
you know
to you like
that?
that, Tiffany?
How did you know that Rachel
Why are
was
you
the one who found me?
instigating?
What, I'm just clarifying.
How the fuck did you know that?
You need a cat SFX. It's like
That's fucking weird and creepy.
Well, I have.
So you're saying that men
That is
are-
weird and fucking creepy. Buy
Men
this.
are
Buy it
stronger
immediately. It's
generally,
fucking
but
awesome. I'm gonna hang it
women
up
sometimes can
in the
get
studio
good
behind me.
right.
Right.
So that's what I think.
But generally speaking,
And also buy
Men are gonna
Savage
be strong.
memes.
men are okay. All right. So
Do it
We
now.
don't really have a.
Why are you still talking to me when you
Disagreement
could be
there,
buying fucking Savage memes? That's
Oh
that's
wait, we
the real
have this
question.
girl. Oh man, this would have been good. Fuck.
It's sold
Should I tell her
out.
to come back? Wait, hold on. I'm
Just
telling this
halfway
straight.
He'll do
Fuck
more.
this.
He'll
Come
do
back,
more.
boo.
She's definitely gone.
If you ask her to
Long
come back,
gone.
she's gonna be like, it depends.
Uh,
I don't know.
He'll
Like,
send them to
half
me.
of
I'll
LA
fucking
now.
sign them and resend
Come
them
back.
out.
Yo, if you're watching
This
this,
thing's
Sarah,
fucking
come
awesome.
back.
It's
because
badass. I love it.
We gotta. Oh man, we gotta get it. This is some good stuff, Sarah. Come back.
Let her cook.
Come back.
No, not come back.
I don't know, Felicity. I mean,
I don't think so.
I think she might come back.
I don't think she
She
will.
seemed pretty upset.
How the fuck
Well,
did that
you know,
person
listen,
know
we
that my
moved
wife
on
was
from
the one who
bear
found me?
conversation.
How
Yeah,
did
I
they
don't
Yeah,
think
know?
but
that
why did we
matters.
move on? We moved
So
on because she
complex.
walked out.
That
did
is
you
a
know
true.
that?
That is true.
Mhm.
I was planning to move on very soon, though. I just had to ask her
This is
one more.
unbelievable.
I just had to ask her one more time to answer the question. But
It
okay,
just seemed deliberate at a certain point. It's like, how do you just like? What do you know?
How much
And
are
I'm not trying to
Savage
be mean,
memes
and I
going
was
for?
gonna say that.
Stop
With all
asking
due respect,
questions.
Rip.
What do you know?
You don't ask how much it is. You
True.
fucking
Wow.
buy it.
There's, like,
You
actually
fucking
almost
buy
nothing
it.
here.
You don't ask how much it is. What kind of shit is that?
I don't even.
Well,
y'all
don't send
just
Bob
agree with
chats
it.
tonight because I can't pull the Bob chats up.
Sorry, guys. I'm looking over the. Okay, Tiffany, you said you would not date a police officer. You would not date a soldier. Why would you not date a police officer, Tiffany?
They're just not my type.
What's
I like skinny guys.
Yeah, Jimbbob is down to
they're
fight with
skinny.
women. That's true.
Maybe
They're
skinny
usually
guys,
not-
no.
not
Remember with
Skinny
Erudite? That
You
was
like
so funny.
skinny?
I will fucking fight
Yeah,
you.
I don't like muscle.
I
So you
will
like
fight
femme
you.
boys.
No, I just like
Decadent era.
model skinny, like stick skinny guys.
Need some crisp.
Like they're dying a little bit.
That's a good question,
guess.
Felicity. She likes
Juju.
the dying. Wait, leave it on the table. Leave
Sorry.
the power. The crystals must be left on the table. We must protect the energy,
I
the
can
sacred,
hear every crystal
the
that's
sacred
out there.
energy.
Sacred juju.
Okay, Tiffany. What about soldier? You won't date a soldier?
No, because they're probably
'Cause they're
really muscular.
Muscular. Okay. All right. Well, then I have nothing for you then. And that's not even okay. Naz, you said dating is harder for women. Why is that?
I guess we
I will
We have
literally
to,
fight you.
I guess I'm talking about my experience. Let's say.
I'm not reading
Wait,
your
actually, I
pathetic
agree with
$2
that
super
too.
chat, bro.
Yeah.
These
Because
these great people have been sending in 5, 10, 15, 20,
I
$100
believe it's
super
getting harder
chats.
and harder
I'm gonna read your
because,
$2 super. You're out of your fucking mind, dude. That's not grifting.
because there's so
That's pandering at that
many
point. Jimbob deserves
different
better than
layers
that.
or just keep adding to the equation that you have to go through and sift through. At least this is how it is for me. And I think
What do you mean? I'm still pulling up supers.
is
What are you talking about?
commitment is just not a thing for men, especially in LA.
Yeah, go
It's
buy
just,
Savage memes.
I guess it used to be easier to even talk about commitment or being in a relationship.
Oh, you're posting the Bob chats in
but,
chat.
But
Okay.
now it's mostly people want to just have fun and have a quick encounter and just leave and try other people. It's just becoming a trial competition.
But
I think for men,
are these firsthand experiences from you, or this is what you've heard?
myself and what I hear. Because
What in the
I thought
name
you
of
said you've been like
fucking
you
what
haven't
is this super
been in a
chat?
relationship for
yeah, I have.
and you've been celibate.
Yeah.
Oh, so the guys tried to sleep with you, but you don't want that.
It's mostly because of that. It's just it doesn't sleeping with people. It doesn't come first for me. It's something that comes later when you start to getting to know people. But that is pushed really at the beginning, and I don't think that's something that I would want to.
Did I say that, Virginia Lou?
With.
Have I asked or requested
Well,
for a single
men
dime on
have
behalf
always
of Rachel's
attempted.
medical
I mean, that's
issues?
what
No.
they
Yeah.
Why
that's
don't you
driving
shut up,
them,
Virginia Lou?
and it's
Are you
actually
gonna catch a
been the
24-hour
women
ban on this fucking channel
who's,
too? I don't have to put up with your bullshit.
basically putting up the
Be cool tonight. You can
segments
stay in
of
the
time,
chat. Just
you
don't be a
like
fucking
putting up
bitch.
the barriers.
For
and
one
you have to
night,
win
can you
them
just
over,
not be a stupid
courtship
bitch,
and all of that.
Virginia
Yeah.
Lou? That'd be
That's why I
great.
always bring up women's liberation. I
Niccolo,
think that also
appreciate the
didn't
10.
help. Is that suddenly women were like, "Oh wait, I can sleep with a lot of people, and that's my power." Well, now you get the worst of both worlds, right? Because now the men expect
Just one
to
night,
sleep
if you're
with the
not being
women
a
because
stupid
it's
bitch, would be
empowering
great,
for the
Virginia.
women to be able to
Let's
sleep
do
with
that.
men, and there's
Just one
no
night.
ties, there's nothing, no commitment. You don't even have to fear getting pregnant because you can just get rid of it. This kind of scenario, the liberation of both sides, is really producing really shitty fruits, in my opinion. And it's worse
This
for
panel
you
needs to be
at this
crop
point.
dusted.
Not just age, but you have a kid, so that adds another
Exactly.
aspect, right? So
Yeah.
I remember back in 2012 on Instagram, my peers, like my female peers, would post pictures in lingerie and then they'd be like, "Don't objectify me." And it's
yeah, that's
like,
funny.
Yeah, that was like a whole phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Very strange.
Very strange.
Indeed.
Very strange indeed. Okay, so
this is dragging a little bit.
Do you think men are insecure if they care
Or
about
Jimbob.
body count?
Or Jimbob.
Not exactly. I just think it's a little weird.
Oh,
How so?
Because why would it matter?
wreck him, Jimbob.
Depending on, again, like depending
Do
on
it,
the situation, you know? I don't
Jimbob's
know.
just looking at him like they're fucking too stupid
Some
to
guys
even
will
talk
have
to.
like super high body count and then they go after a girl who's like virgin and then
Yeah.
I think that's
well,
wrong.
that's another thing, but we can get into that. I actually have a good way to reframe this question, but just to have everybody answer, do you think men are insecure for caring about a woman's body count?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I mean, I don't think they're insecure.
Okay. Do you think it's like lame to care to?
I think it's stupid, and I feel like the people that ask don't want to share theirs. You know what I'm saying? I think, yeah. I mean, that's
appreciate
about it.
that, man.
Well,
I
how
don't
about
think it's necessary.
maybe I should change it. Do you think it's a reasonable?
Question to ask.
Is it a reasonable metric by which men can choose to reject somebody?
Yeah.
Like, for example, the guy's like, oh, your body, he's not like talking shit. He's just like, oh, okay, your body count's 30. I don't want to date you.
Yeah, whatever. But I mean, if you're blown out, you know what I'm saying? But if it's just like, if you just like,
you know, someone's blown
if
out.
it's,
I don't think that's how
if you
sex
ask,
works, but okay.
You know what I
No,
mean?
that's how it
If
works.
they're just like,
Blown out.
yeah,
Yeah,
whatever.
blown out.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna go down that path, but like,
Okay. Sure,
if it's
whatever.
too much, then it's too much. I
Okay.
don't know, like 30.
Do you think
I'm
men are
rambling now.
insecure for caring about
I
body
don't think
count?
it has anything to do with being insecure. It's their preferences and it's respectable.
Sure.
to me.
Tiffany?
No.
T-Dog? No? Okay. Here, I'm going to change the question a little bit. So you said yes, kind of, like...
Yeah, I don't think it's insecure. I just think it's like an odd kind of preference to worry about, unless it's dramatic, you know?
What if it's... I kind of want to maybe
Did she
move
say
from
dramatic?
body count to promiscuity. So, for example, what if it's a man's preference that the longest period of time has elapsed, like the longer the better, has elapsed since the last time she's had sex with somebody? So, for example... I don't know if this is the case for you, but I think a lot of men would be grossed out by the following. The fuck?
The fuck?
A woman who you're interested in had sex with a guy the night before. I think most men would find that gross.
Yeah.
Is that valid or not?
No, I agree it's
Okay.
valid.
But so
It's not
how
valid.
far back though until it becomes why do you care? So like a week, she fucked a guy a week ago. I still think that's gross.
McLovin.
Yeah, I think that's
A
too
month
close.
ago, not as gross, still kind of
Yeah, I'd say it's still a little bit too, yeah.
But it's like, so for most men, I think it's like, we want that period to be as, I mean, ideally she's a virgin, right? But if most women aren't, so it's,
He's
we want
biding
that
his
period to be
time.
the longest.
Look, it's his first time on the
It's been 3
program. Give him a
years,
second.
7 years.
You know what I mean? He's just
Like her,
he's kind of finding
good
his
for you. I'm proud of you, especially in LA. My
you know,
goodness.
he's finding
I know,
his
I know.
Props. There's a lot of
I mean,
you know, his
dick slinging
crazy.
going on
his
in
deal.
LA.
He's finding he's finding his
Insanity.
like his rhythm
Very
here.
insane.
I feel like
Remember,
it
I
insinuates
bombed
too
my
that they're
first
not in your
episode of
life
whatever
anymore,
badly,
you know?
and Jimbob
People that
hasn't
you slept
bombed.
with a week ago.
I actually bombed
Sure.
mine.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Like the likelihood of you still being involved with somebody and you slept with them a week ago
Yeah.
versus you have been celibate for 6 months, a year.
Why isn't
They
Andrew
So I
on the
think
show?
that's
Because
what body
Jimbob's on
count
the
is
show.
pointing to, though. Oh, and then I also had another revelation. There's body count, but hear me out, fellas. Chat. I want you guys to weigh in on this. There's body quality count. Maybe not count. I need to find a good name for this, but there's the body count qualifier. I don't know. So, okay, here's the example I'll give. A girl has sex with 10 good dudes, 10 men, 10 good
I'll
dudes.
do some Jimbob brain.
And those dudes, let's say they're just
commentary.
virgins. She
You guys ready?
somehow she fucked like 10 virgin guys. Or
Oh my
she
God,
fucked
how does Andrew
one
do this every
scumbag.
fucking night? How does he
fucking,
do this? He did this for
ugh.
years.
You know, like she fucked one dude.
How is
That's
this
just a
possible
fucking
that he did this for
dirtbag.
so
And you know
long?
he's a fucking dirtbag. And you know,
These
I
chicks
think
are
that's the
so
10 men theory.
stupid.
I
This
think
is
that's what you should call it.
ridiculous.
I don't know.
10 men theory.
How is this happening right
if
now?
they're like just disgusting,
Why did
you
that
mean like
fucker
like a
convince me to
health
do?
hazard?
Wait, who's that dude?
Like I'm trying to think.
Who's that guy?
Like if she had sex with.
All right, fuck that
I'm trying to think
guy.
of, like a
Guys,
famous
how did
person.
Andrew talk me
Like,
into coming here? This is
Flavor Flav?
ridiculous. Is he-
Pete Davidson.
Yeah, Pete Davidson.
First name that comes to
or
mind,
like she
Pete
fucked,
Davidson.
Sorry, Flav.
That's all I could think of.
Like
Pete
Lil
Davidson.
Xan.
Magic Johnson.
The second name that
Well,
comes
he's
to
got
mind.
HIV, right? Or he's clear now, though, right?
I mean, if they're like the
Semi
male
paying
equivalent of a
attention.
slut,
Semi
they're
paying
disgusting.
attention.
But chat, do you know what I mean? Like it offsets. Like even if her body count is lower, but she fucked a dirty
Yeah, I said
dude.
something funny. I can.
That's like
relax
10
now. I
bodies.
don't really need to say anything else
Right?
for a while.
Which is gross. I mean,
Like
I
the
feel it
10.
does make
How
it
much
worse a
longer is
little.
this going to happen?
Like I'm not
How
saying
much
that.
longer
Like
is this going to go for?
you know what I mean?
Like,
Andrew
what are we
keeps
talking
talking
about,
about how
though? Like,
great In
does he
and
have,
Out
like,
is.
barnacles.
I'd really
think
like to get
at
myself
that
some
point,
In and
that
Out.
becomes kind of.
See,
That
like-
sounds awesome.
It's
Who's
more of
this
a judgment
bagel?
of her judgment.
And also bias.
when the guys like could be, you know what I mean, could be
I think it might be beyond that. It's almost like
sketchy
you
and dangerous.
judge. You're then judging her discernment. It's more than just the activity. You're judging her judgment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right at that point.
100%.
That makes sense.
You're saying like, oh, you choose me, but you chose that person. Am I on the same shelf as that person?
It goes
You
both
start-
ways, though. For
It,
sure.
it goes both ways to some extent, but the question of body count is definitely different.
Somebody explain to me
in
why
value
fucking
for the
Jimbob's
two, and
ears
the reason is that
are the
women
biggest
are
part
the
of his body.
gatekeepers of sex.
Can
So
anybody explain
I hate
that?
to reduce it to this, but there
Look
is
at
an
those fucking
economic
things.
aspect to women's
They're the size of the Death
chastity and
Star.
virtue and their virginity.
And
because-
biological.
Yeah, because it's less put on
I
men.
didn't know they
That's
sold
just how it
Winston's
is
in
because
Canada.
men
Yeah,
aren't the
they do.
gatekeepers.
Wait, they do.
You ladies are the gatekeepers. So
Yeah.
you
I used to
actually, in a
love
way,
Winston's,
determine,
especially Winston Red.
absent being part of a culture that just says, no, we're going to by force take your bodies. Well, you know, if that wasn't the culture, right?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this guy's fucking
you
ears, dude.
get to determine that. The problem is, I keep coming back to feminism, is that you've been sold this shitty deal that tells you to use basically the main leverage tool that you have and just throwing it away and just be like, have it for free.
Yeah.
Have it for free. It's liberating. It's awesome. No, terrible mistake. That messed
not
up.
jealous.
That messed up
My
so
ears are
many
completely
things in our
proportional in my
traditional
head.
structure because the men
I'm a beautiful
are
man.
out
You
there
shut
trying
your
to
mouth.
seek good women, even if they had a string of sexual encounters with not so good women. They're still looking for the good one.
Yes.
And then the
It's a
problem
hobbit.
is, if the woman in her liberation racks up 30 plus bodies,
Yeah.
what is a good woman anymore?
Yeah.
Like, it goes both ways.
Good
And
question.
it's not a great situation. I think the best thing, the most empowering, I wish the other girl was here, the most empowering thing a woman could do is hold on to her virginity. And if she was smart, she would leverage it for a good man.
Wise Jimbob.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Wise Jimbob.
A couple of people in the chat don't like my whole
handwriting.
Well, that too, but the body count
Is
quality
Jimbob
qualifier.
is
Maybe
Jimbob
I got
taking
things
some
done
fucking
better.
shots at Brian?
Here, I'll give you an example. So I would
Paul
almost
Page,
rather a girl
you're disqualified
have
now, Paul Page.
an
He didn't
additional
trigger
3 bodies,
fucking
but
anybody.
they're like good dudes.
You just want your
versus
copy. You just want me to
she
pay for
slept
your
with like
copy of Savage
Tekashi
Memes.
6ix9ine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Beautiful
like a
Canadian.
resume.
By the way, thanks for the
Or
big
like-
$100
like you
from
want
Jordan
better
Flores. Can we
shopper.
get some W's in
Yeah.
chat for Jordan?
If a
Thank
girl
you so
slept
much.
with NLE,
I don't know who that is.
Choppa.
Whatever. Some rando. Okay.
He's a
I
rapper.
don't know.
He's a
Okay,
rapper.
cool.
This guy
Okay,
fucks a
some
bunch
rando.
of chicks, right?
Awesome.
I'm like, I'd almost rather her have slept with more men that are good men. I know that sounds
Yeah,
weird,
it's like a resume.
but it's like the quality of the dude they're fucking with.
Sure. Because then you feel like a scumbag, or you just feel
Sort of.
dirty.
I feel dirty by extension,
Yeah.
by proxy.
By
Dude, your
proxy.
fucking
Brian, are
aunt
you
is
saying
awesome.
it's also a one night stand with the so-called good men? Because
Your
I would
aunt
think
is awesome.
those people are still kind of gross. Like, it sounds like when you
This
say
drink
good
is
men,
awesome.
from my perspective, it's like they were in a relationship, they got to know each other.
No, my
like,
audio's not choppy.
unfortunately,
I can
that's
see it
the
on my
standard
end.
we're
Sure.
working with. But are you saying
Your fucking audio's
one night
choppy.
stand with the good heart?
By the way, I can see it on YouTube, too.
Mormons, like the chick is just
Like,
like,
I know for
"Oh,
sure
they're
it's
all
not
Mormon?"
choppy.
You're like, yes.
You just stop lying.
So even
or
in
else you're gonna
that
get a
scenario,
24-hour
like
timeout.
there's a bunch of ways you can paint the scenario. Like, okay, she's had
You
sex
can't
with 3
audio
guys,
troll
but
me
they
the
were all
same
in a
way you can
relationship. Versus
Jimbob.
like she's like friends with benefits with some
can't
like
be done.
rapper who
Right.
I
does
have the
drugs and has
technology, son.
fucked a bunch of chicks or whatever. I would say that even though in the scenario you presented, the one body, but the dude's a dirtbag. Still, I think that's kind of worse.
Yeah. Well, in the back of your mind, you're thinking STDs too. You're like,
Yeah.
That's why it's
And
a
that's just
health hazard.
Yeah.
That's why I think
Yeah.
that's the most important thing. And then that is revealing about the person because how
you
are
guys
you
fucking
treating
people
yourself?
that aren't tested? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, people do.
And the
People fuck
possibility
people.
when people sleep with people
They're
that are
scumbags.
basically
But are you
they have
asking them
no
about
guide.
their, like,
Mr.
Enigmatic.
Well, scumbags would just
Their
lie.
STD stuff? 'Cause I do
Mr.
that, so
Enigmatic.
maybe just be smarter. I'm
Can you
sorry.
tell me
You
if
do
my
what?
audio is
I
choppy or
ask
not? And if
people
it's
about
not,
their
we can go ahead and give a
STD, like,
24-hour
testings
ban
and
to all the
stuff
audio
like that.
trolls. If it's
And,
not,
like-
I mean, people lie. Most
know, if
people don't
it's
do that
not.
in a
Okay,
casual sexual
are you
How do you
encounter.
asking them
know?
to show you it then?
just in case it
'Cause I do.
is.
know.
Just in
How do you
case it
really know?
is.
Yeah, but if
How
somebody-
many people get
Like I
the test?
said,
mean,
just ask them to show you
We'll
it.
find out real
What do you
fucking
mean? How
quick.
do you
Are
know?
there
Because
abnormal-
Mr.
Show me the
Enigmatic
proof.
Yeah,
loves
I know,
to
but
come
sometimes
in
like some of these STDs
and take care of
come
audio
in
then
all
trolls.
the
don't
He
time.
fuck that
fucking digs it.
person. Like,
It's his
be
favorite.
smarter. Like, do you want STDs? Like, actually use your brain.
I'm sorry.
That's
Wow,
exactly
Wow,
what
that
we're
was
saying.
that was cool.
It shouldn't happen.
No, because like people like don't actually take that shit seriously, and it's dumb
Oh,
as hell. And then
show.
you're gonna come on here and just say like,
Oh, shit.
oh, da 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 da, this and the other, and it's like, No, like actually take it seriously. If you're going to sit here and say that you're taking it seriously, are you asking people to show you their testing? Then don't talk shit about them. Like, that's crazy. If you're going to sit here and just start fucking people and not ask them, like,
Really?
that's
It's actually
crazy.
cutting
The
out?
problem is people lie. Unless, I guess,
Then
Testing,
ask them to show you. What's the
testing,
problem with
testing.
that?
Do you
Is it
have,
cutting
like-
out, or is it just that these people are
if you,
fucking
if a
loud?
man comes up to you or a boy or whatever, and he's like, he looks like he's 19, but he's not fucking 19. He's like 17.
Yeah,
Okay, ask him for an ID.
sure. STD tests, I feel like they're not as common.
It's common sense,
I'm
honestly.
gonna
as
eat my
IDs.
drunk guy cherries.
So it's like,
It is.
Yeah.
And so
Like-
you wouldn't fuck someone if they
Sure.
don't have an STD.
Bro,
testing.
just to be clear, you think like rappers are getting like are
And that's why they
providing
end up with
tests?
STDs. So like that's why you think that they're dirty, because they're not going out and actually taking care of their
Oh, yeah,
actual
that's a good idea.
sexual bodies. You know what I mean? Like they're just going out here and like just giving it all, not giving a fuck whether
Wait,
they're
so what
bringing
if-
stuff in and like giving it to other people.
What are we arguing about?
Where's the noise
I don't
canceling,
know.
Mr.
So,
Enigmatic?
I-
What do we?
Where
Because
is
I
it?
just feel like it's just so stupid to sit here and be like,
What's it under?
I feel like it's stupid that people would just sit here and say like, but what if they're not like STDs and all this? Then ask people to show you that. And if you're not going to go and get like, if you're not going to ask them, just don't fuck them.
So-
if that is a problem,
How's that for
to you,
mic
like, I
volume,
don't
mother-
understand how you guys are sitting
How's
here
that
and
for mic
acting like you
volume?
disagree with me. Like, go out
You
there
like
and have
that shit?
STDs,
How about
don't worry.
this?
We actually
Like
no,
that
we-
mic
we
volume?
actually do.
I don't
I
think
think
actually
so.
do.
I think we're talking about
We actually
I
do
don't know if
agree
we're-
with you.
Yeah, I don't know if we're.
We're actually talking about the judgment that we have.
Where's the noise
for
canceling in
a
StreamYard,
a
mystery?
partner who Brian's scenario was sleeps with the rapper who doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I
about
get it.
any of it.
Then
Where's
don't
the
fuck
fucking
him.
noise?
Like,
Where
that's
is the noise
point.
canceling?
If they're
I
lying
don't
to
know
his
what
side-
it is.
Girl that fucked him, then don't fuck him. Like I don't understand what the problem is.
We agree with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're talking about whether
Worthless
or not
Canadian?
that judgment is valid of those people.
Yeah, if it's a high body
Yeah.
count,
You
you're just in the back of your mind. That's what I said. In the back of your mind, you're going to have that thought, and it's going to make you feel weird.
Look, all I'm saying is that when it comes to the body count question, if a girl has fucked a dirty dude,
Wait, can you hear me?
No,
a dirty
you're too
dude,
low. Turn your mic up.
that's like not every body can
Go to
body
settings,
is
click
equal.
audio, and then
Yeah.
turn your mic
Not
volume
every
up.
body
It's
number.
all the way up. It's on like 200%.
Oh, that's fair.
So,
I
like,
think
there's
that's-
another
that's very
component.
fair.
Now, I think even if they're all good dudes,
Where's
but
the
she's
noise
got a high body
canceling?
count, there's still going to be a judgment.
It should be under your audio settings.
No qualifier on
Yeah,
top.
Yeah, no,
cancellation.
no shit. Should it? I didn't know
Is
that.
this, and
I don't see
she's
it.
Fucked a bunch of rappers.
Well, that's a
and she's
reduced
fucked
mic
a bunch of
background
fucking
noise is
scumbag,
audio canceling.
fucking drug, whatever it is.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
fucked, dealt with dirty.
They just don't
dudes.
call it that.
That's like an
Okay.
additional.
That should be better now. Then
Like disqualified.
It's just gross. Yeah.
I got
It's
rid of it.
dirty.
It's just, yeah.
Dirty birdie.
Well, here now, talk.
Okay,
And then
good
you have to
talk,
check
guys.
your own hygiene. You're
Testing,
like,
testing,
am I dirty?
testing.
You guess?
Are
Is
we
this like a
choppy or are we
giant-
not?
Wait, question. Oh well, nah.
I think that there's a lot of
It seems like it might like click in or
Okay,
out.
hang on. Let's try this.
Wait. I love this. No. This is great. So
Testing,
I
testing,
think this can
testing.
go
Is
both
that
ways,
better?
though. So as a woman,
There you go. That's nice.
you
and
be
smooth.
turned
At
off.
least on
by-
the StreamYard end, it's smooth.
It's the
fuck
echo
prostitutes.
cancellation that did it.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty trash, especially if you have a good mic setup in a quiet room. There's really no need for it.
Yeah.
Like 10 girls.
So,
I don't think probably for most women that's
Bob doing a pretty good job tonight.
the end of the world for them. But if
Yeah.
a woman
Why
finds
don't,
out
are
that
you
those
watching
10
it?
Women he's
Yeah.
been with
Can you
were
hear
all
it right now?
prostitutes,
No, if it's all
Well, now I'm in the studio on StreamYard.
why
I
are
can
So
hear
you can hear it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So then why don't you
But
just
it's
sit there
kinda
and watch it with
similar.
me,
Like
you fuck?
prostitutes are
Okay, sure, fine.
Fine.
they're kind of dirty.
They're
Fuck,
Fine.
crazy.
They're dirty. They be fucking.
Now I'm choppy. What this motherfucker be lying?
Turn your echo and shit
No,
off.
plus
Turn your
Because,
echo
like,
cancellation off.
honestly, people are out here calling just OnlyFans
All
models
right, there we go.
prostitutes. So like
Because they
you
are
know what I'm
prostitutes.
saying?
I'm talking
How are
street
you still employed?
streetwalker.
This chat be talking shit
Yeah,
already.
no, for sure.
We
I'm
can't even hear you
talking
now,
$30
Mystery. We can't even hear
DJ
you.
in the back of the 7-Eleven.
You're too low.
That is definitely different. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah. And then that's
I think
when-
women would be grossed out by that a little bit. Like, oh, you.
I don't know
just
if you're
fucked.
talking, Mystery. I can't hear you.
I think-
Well, not just fuck, but like for me personally, if a man came to me and was like, "This happened in my past, that I had sex with a prostitute," I'm like, "Okay, just show me that you're clean." And that's
Oh,
where
gross. That's so gross,
Here's a
dude.
real question
Oh my
for
god,
men
it's
and
so
women.
gross. If you had sex
Is
with
it
a prostitute, just
ideal
show me you're
or even
clean.
Preferred.
Test,
I'm not saying it's realistic. I'm just asking if it's ideal or preferred that that your partner has no other sexual partners, and that's the same for them.
I don't care.
And all else was equal. It was a great relationship. You know, there's potential to turn into a marriage and all of this. Isn't it ideal when we're really thinking about it that it would just be a one-to-one note that you had no other partners?
For sure.
Because what is really gained
Can't
for
hear you,
either way?
Mystery.
Some people I've heard even on the show try to argue, well, what's gained is you get to know what you like. Well, no, that could be true for the person you're with.
You could say,
You learn how to have sex properly. That could be true with the person that you're with. So what is actually gained?
My audio
from
better
women
now, ladies and gentlemen. No
to
chop
be,
now.
Promiscuous. I don't understand what the actual.
Or is my audio
benefit
actually
is
too low?
ultimately.
Mods, let me
short-term
know.
gratification, validation,
Yeah, that's not. It's just
ego,
what's
shallow.
there.
It's just shallow bullshit. And then, especially when you're young, it's like if everybody else is doing it,
You
it's like
just-
you feel weird. You're like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
don't
You're
want
like
it?
you're messed up. You're the messed up one.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't had
Good.
that question answered because they always go to like
No,
practice.
no, I'm not
They're
talking
like,
about
"Well, I was
mystery,
practicing,
fuckhead."
I was doing this.
Can you
Talking about
ask
me.
that again? Because I don't understand what
Oh,
you're
the question
asking.
was, isn't it ideal for two
Mods,
people, a man and a woman,
does my
who,
audio need to go up?
They're in a
Or are we
relationship.
good?
It seems to be something promising. Isn't it ideal from both of their perspectives that they've only been with each other
Good.
sexually? And
Good.
the second question is, what else would be gained by having multiple partners for either person?
I mean, it just really just depends
Turn
on
it
that
down.
person's like in their relationship. Because I know for me and myself, like I don't care. I have boo things. Like I said, like I'm not here to have like an actual relationship. So for
All right,
me
I'm looking
to,
at my
like, sit
equalizer. That
here
should be fucking
and have
perfect.
a situationship, I'm not going to sit here and
That should
demand
be
you to
just
only
above
be
them.
with me. Like that's something that you're gonna have to make your decision on.
Can't hear
If
you,
you're
Mystery.
gonna make this inclusive for yourself.
Well, I
or
heard that. I
whatever.
heard fuck, but
also I also
Okay, now it's working? Okay.
yeah, now it's good.
The hypothetical.
Apparently just open the settings and don't change anything.
Who
Let's
want
see.
a relationship, who want.
All right, fine. Now it works.
And if I wanted a relationship, yeah, then it's just us. But I don't think I care about your body count.
Well, you might not care, but if you could have a choice, and now you're in the either or hot seat, is if you had the.
You having fun yet tonight or what?
No, they
As soon as
had
my
no
woman makes me another
previous
drink,
sexual partners.
she says I'm not allowed to drink more than one drink
I would
tonight because
prefer
she's
that
afraid
they
I
have
won't work
sexual
out tomorrow,
partners.
but
You would
I'm
choose
going
that they
to.
had a
So
Yeah,
she has to
because,
make me
like,
one
if
more
you're gonna
drink.
look at other, like,
I'll
I
have
think
another drink and I will also work out tomorrow.
why not just like
Plus, we're
go
celebrating
out, have
Jimbob's
fun
on
with
whatever,
people,
Mystery.
Hell yeah.
and if you're gonna come back or whatever, like that doesn't
Hells yeah.
Yeah, I
not
just
like-
don't understand what that adds, though. Like, what's the value of that?
It's like just for me, it's just not a problem. It's not like a value or whatever. I don't really see sex as like a valuable thing. For me personally, I just
What?
other people like
The
it,
chick
but,
with
like,
the magnet trap doesn't see sex as a valuable thing. Weird.
no, not for me.
Dude, look at this comment.
I value people.
This
For,
audio's horrible. Sounds like two gay Canadians. Lord Hunter and Jesus there by. I ain't never heard nothing so dumb in all my life. I tells you what.
I think at
I
the
tells you what there by.
younger age, you could
What are you drinking? Cheap vodka and cherries or what?
Shut up, dude.
to
Shut up, bro.
No, you shut up.
I'm trying to
just
watch
say that.
Jimbob trigger people, fucker.
but
All right, I'll shut up.
Point,
Fine.
you know.
No, you shut up.
You
But
already know.
yeah, but even
It's
that,
something
you
know
could
exactly
find
what you're
your
looking
you
for.
can find your type without having sex too, right?
If you know your
True.
body enough,
Yeah.
it's not hard to figure out if that.
You can find your type without having sex.
Here we go. This
Yeah,
is going to
like
be the
that.
old.
If
How do I know what
it's
I'm
the
missing if I
energy.
don't take
Yeah,
a lot of
I'm saying
dick?
That's like that you still wouldn't need to have sex to find your type. In fact,
That's what the argument's going to be.
Got
Watch.
to know someone to the
Oh, yeah.
point where you would be willing to have
But
sex
if
with
I don't
them,
take a
you've
lot of
already
dick,
decided
how do I know what I'm
without
missing
having
out on?
sex with them. So,
Yeah.
all you're really adding to the equation is doing something that you really want to do that's actually not necessary to do,
That's fair.
but just both people want to do it. And that I think this is why we're in such a predicament here, is that people are having all sorts of sex and they're able to avoid
Fucking
the
mean.
consequence, which is a birth, and they're able to avoid another otherwise required thing, which is trust. So, again, it goes back to the women giving this away to men and calling it liberation, where what you're saying is like that's never built up, like where you actually earn it, that you earn these next phases of your intimacy, there's no earning anymore.
Did I tell you you got a bonus this last
That
month,
is
by the
a
way?
big problem.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
No, you never tell me anything.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
I
You got a
get
bonus.
into it.
You got a
Just,
bonus
we'll
this
go
last
ahead and
month.
just
You
leave
got
this up.
it. You got it.
$20.
Well, it's a
Yes,
pretty
guys, we're gonna
pretty
go into the
sizable
roast
bonus
session
too.
here.
Okay, I guess I'll find out when I get paid for last month.
Soon, so
I'm not. Well, I mean, I didn't say I was going to pay it to you. I just. Said
Oh
you
yeah,
wanted
no,
it.
okay, fair.
a lot
Just
of,
gotta make
a
a
lot of
point.
subject material here for roasting. If you want, you can roast me. You can roast. Felicity needs a bit of a roast. She got a
I
little.
mean, look at the shirt. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, look at that shirt on.
Now your audio's too high. Turn your fucking audio down, Mr. E.
Tiffany.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's, I
Fucking
was
idiot.
literally just trying to check that.
Tiffany, the 1%er. She needs to be.
She's asking for it.
She's asking for it.
Okay, that should be good there. That should be normal.
Nah, it's still too
Why
loud.
did
Turn
you
down a
look
little
at
more.
me?
Okay.
I'm
How about I just shut up?
Bunny
You both
Rabbit,
know
guys,
that's not going to
you can,
happen.
though, thank you, Chad. Trends Streamlabs is just a bit easier. For us. People don't
Yeah,
like
fair.
you. I get regular checkups.
Little-
My
little
results
higher.
are on an app. Also,
That's,
don't
I just
date
put it
men
to
and women
100%.
You know,
I was at
that
120
a lot of
last time,
people
so I
just
guess
like to say
Put it at
about
115.
Don't do it unless you make sure. Show me the VAT.
I don't listen to you, so I'm doing 110.
No, that's perfect.
That's
Whatever you got
a
right
great
now.
idea for a bit.
10, baby.
Show me the Carfax. Thank you for that, Bunny Rabbit. Appreciate it. Yeah, man. That's crazy. The
Jimbob's
bad
gone,
facts.
so we can bullshit.
The
True.
big labia matter. That's all.
Hey, all right.
I'll only date.
That's all I
if-
do is bullshit.
I don't date these any chicks. You know,
That's the
what I mean?
foundation of.
I mean, Any's good.
Bullshitting, my specialty.
I have
wonder
never
if, like,
seen
that
that chicken
throws shit
pink
off,
come in
though.
unless
Like, if
she
a girl
has a
watches
fucking
the
low cut
shows
top.
and they're
I've
like,
never
"Oh,
seen
he
her
has a
come
thing
into the
for, like,
studio without
bellies."
that.
Yeah, well,
And then like she's
Could.
insecure.
you only have one thing of value.
As an any.
Yeah, she like she,
It could.
she I don't
Yeah,
think
they're
she
not allowed.
You know,
owns
it's like,
a,
imagine,
a
like, if a
blouse
girl- I could-
that is
that
not a
probably happens to
V-neck so
men.
that she can show
for
cleavage.
sure.
I don't
Like,
even think she
the
owns
girl's
one.
like, oh, my ex.
Yeah.
Bro, he's ruined. He's done for.
Yeah.
You tell a guy like that your ex had a huge peen, it's over.
Why would you? Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's a terrible thing to say.
It's fucked
Why would
up.
that
Why would
come
you do
up?
Why
that?
has it always got to
That's a red
be
flag.
I've
how
had
big is your peenar and never how's your peenar?
It probably has happened.
Peenar mental health matters.
Wouldn't you okay, we're gonna go down this
What?
really quickly. Wouldn't you consider that?
Are you trying to tell me something,
to be
Mr.
like,
E?
emotionally abusive or whatever? To be like,
Dude,
my
the way
ex
you respond to the brain rot memes that I know is fucking hilarious.
You're like, oh, I'm not
What?
good enough. I gotta try to be better. I gotta be in competition.
Huh?
Is abusive because that's intentionally ruining somebody else's.
Okay, so
It's
Brian,
look, hold on.
It's like
Look.
dropping a
Yeah,
bug.
don't worry, it's just brain rot.
It's
Cat
not
memes.
fair.
what would you consider mental
Shit.
and emotional
What do
abuse,
we-
Brian?
I can get that, but like to say, oh, my ex had a bigger penis, that's not necessarily abusive unless they're saying it in a way to
Nah, okay, look.
like a little bit.
If me not agreeing with shit you say is abuse, then you saying your ex had a bigger dick is definitely abuse.
abusive, but to just flat out say if they
It's
ask.
shitty.
Mr.
Yeah,
E
but,
is a fucking
is it abusive?
degen,
No.
fucking scumbag
I think it's
degen.
just the pattern.
That's
I
not
think
true
if
at
it's
all.
a continuous, deliberate pattern, that's when it becomes abusive.
Yeah.
I hope it
What
Wait,
becomes
would
so,
you
true.
say?
what, sorry, can you repeat the question?
I mean, maybe I don't know.
Mental
I used to be a DJ.
emotional abuse.
So
Is the
Jimbob
drinking beer?
girlfriend is saying, "Oh, my ex was
Apple
in
juice.
bed."
No,
Just, yeah,
dude.
in
I bet
general,
you that
just like-
he's
I
drinking
wouldn't
the
consider-
beer
I
that
think
I
that's a
keep in the fridge
terrible
there.
thing to say
Uh-oh.
I
in
bet
a
you
relationship.
anything.
Sure.
So I
would
keep
not
a stockpile
categorize
of
it as
beer
abuse.
in the whatever
You're a
fridge
jerk,
for
you're an
whenever I
asshole, they should
go.
dump you.
I bet
think
you he's
it's
drinking my
abusive.
fucking beer and he won't
So
even
what would you
replace
consider
it.
abusive? And what I think about that,
I bet he
really
won't even fucking
is that
replace
if
it. I
it's a
bet he's
one-off, yeah,
drinking
that's
all my
shitty.
fucking beer
If
and
it's
he's not even gonna
constant,
replace it.
deliberate
Fucking
pattern,
piece of
that's when it
shit.
Sure,
becomes-
I can agree with you if it's like bombarded.
I bet you anything,
Yeah.
Mister. How much you want to bet, Mister E?
If they said it one off,
This
but,
fucker's
like,
drinking
every
my
time
beer.
You fucked them, and
You
then
know I'm not a gambling man.
well, you're really bad in
I don't
bed.
gamble.
So much better.
Stick with
That's
sure
abusive.
things.
That is
That is
abusive
mentally and
because
emotionally abusive.
You're
But
missing
not sometimes.
somebody else constantly, and that was your choice to be there.
Sure, I'll
Fuck
grant
it, I don't know,
that if
$100
there's a
bucks.
Pattern.
Let's do it. Who cares?
All right, we're
Then
doing
yes.
it.
That's
I think
abuse.
a one-off thing, again, terrible thing to
Sure,
say. I think just
By the
off
way,
of
if
that
I lose,
one
you get
thing,
fired.
That could be the
Fine.
that's breakup.
Yeah.
That's a breakup.
Yeah.
But I don't.
By the way, if you lose,
You
I'm gonna
break
just
up worthy
change the
things,
account
they're
that
not
the
abusive.
website deposits.
I think
Aren't there
Yeah.
dudes who like demand that
Spyro's
the
in the wings. We're good.
woman tell
Okay.
them
I like-
that they're better than their ex or
Oh,
their
like,
ex. Yeah, like
Yeah.
We're gonna have
Is
a
that-
hack off.
What-
if
if they
My
ask-
hacker
yeah.
versus your
if
hacker,
they understand that.
If they
but
replied no.
no, but the thing is, it's like all of the shame.
That's a lot of sixes.
Ridicule is still there. It's
Yeah,
not
that's-
like it's not.
That's
it's not the same
spammy.
thing.
It's like what happened with me when I was talking about the death by 1,000 cuts earlier. Is like it ultimately
Death by 1,000 what? Oh, never mind. I thought they were talking about red pills.
prone to like.
It sounds like it's only abuse if you just don't like what they're doing, but the same exact
Exactly,
behavior
he's
for
right.
someone who likes the terrible feeling,
Sure.
it's not abuse.
No, it's not. It's ultimately their responsibility, and if it bothers them eventually, then that's their problem. I don't think that that's abuse because they're asking for it. If anything, you're doing them a favor.
Leave this one up.
For example, if two bullies are in a relationship with each other, they back and forth doing it to each other. So
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt either of them because that's their game.
And if
But if this is not, if,
Wait, can you just leave your drink
Oh my
there?
God.
Just
I,
stop playing
if
with it.
that's not the dynamic,
I may not have
for
negotiated the best
person
deal
who's
on behalf
actually
of
taking it
myself.
personally and it getting hurt by it, that
I should
becomes
demand the
abuse.
prima donna
Yeah,
treatment.
That's how you can.
Yeah, every time I try to make good deals for you,
Hi guys, $20
You wanna
TTS
change
bro session. We have Andre, Canadian 20. Felicity looks like she's being held against her will. Chair 4 and 5 are based.
you're too nice,
What
Andrew.
are your X handles? Chair 1, trust me, bro. I can fix her. Bro, she's got a 39-year-old.
I just know this motherfucker's
Johnny's
drinking
talking
my
about-
fucking beer. I
think
know
he's
it.
Her, like he can fix her.
No way he brought his
he
own
meant- I
beer.
hope he
He's
meant
drinking
fun
my
in
beer.
advance.
I just fucking know it.
Sweet. You know what the whole like the conversation though around abuse reminds me of? Did you hear about this whole Harry?
Oh, that's a good comment right there.
Oh
He
yeah.
was
Here
like-
we go.
He was like texting 10 different chicks or something, and they.
Jimbo,
I think it's
shut up,
kind of a
Brian.
jerk. Maybe he's a bit of a
I
jerk.
don't
maybe
care
he's
about
a bit of an asshole.
Harry Sisson, Brian.
but
I want to talk about
these women
philosophy,
are like,
Brian.
wow,
What the fuck,
we're
Brian?
victims and it's abusive. Or I'm like, no, he's a jerk. He's an asshole. He's a fuck boy.
He's definitely drinking my
You guys
fucking beer.
you guys got played, but it's not like
See, he is.
it's
He's
not
definitely drinking it.
abusive. Okay, he's like got a roster.
He is gonna drink it all.
And even if he lied about it, I don't think that's abusive.
If he was like in a relationship with all of them and he was like, yeah, you're the one.
I don't
That's
think that
different.
was-
No,
Yeah.
then it's not abusive. He's just a player. or
Don't
whatever.
chicks have rosters now? That's like their power move. They're
Suck
like,
it
I have
up, Buttercup.
Oh yeah, most of these girls are dating.
Can you elaborate on that? What is
Like they have a roster. They have like a list of dudes
Thank
they
you,
can
Jordan.
call and put into the game, so to speak. And that's like they're managing now. Like they're the team owner, and it's like that just works against the women, especially. It actually works against the women more so than it works against the men.
Yeah, we're at the
Because
tail
it's
end of
cheap
the
beer.
second for sharing how
Because
we're
you're the
entering the dark
gatekeepers.
ages again.
Yeah, never forget. You're the gatekeepers of the vagina.
This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh,
This comment's
going around
fucking
the table,
bullshit.
What's your body
I wouldn't
count?
care if he drank it, but he's not gonna replace it.
11.
I know he's not gonna replace it.
I think so. 15.
15 or 50?
Yeah,
Okay.
15.
You.
4.
4? Okay.
0.
Yeah, right.
Not saying.
Neither am I.
Of course not.
The patriarchy wins again.
course
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I'm
women.
saying.
What are you saying?
Just like bullshit.
What's
But y'all
bullshit?
get okay. I
Oh.
understand if a dirty dude, like that's different. But it's like if you're
What do you mean by dirty, dude?
not demand,
Like-
like you're gonna ask somebody that.
Jimbob,
question,
use the marriage
it's
excuse.
like, and then they ask
Use the
you,
marriage
it's like, I don't
excuse,
wanna tell
Jimbob,
you.
and then put it
It's
all
like
on
kinda
Brian.
You
fucked
didn't
up.
have to tell us.
Do it.
Yeah.
Probably
Well,
would've.
yeah, I
No,
did.
wait, you
guys
answered
would've
earlier.
made it.
Like,
No, you have to answer.
Would have
it.
forced it.
And which is fine, and I know what I signed up for. I'm just saying that's
really
there's
care
just
about
a
it, so.
Well,
double
here's the,
standard kind of a thing.
this doesn't apply
Use
the same
marriage.
to each of us, but
Come on,
I
use
think
marriage.
that once you're married,
Yes!
you've been married for a while.
Yes!
Like talking about that stuff is just like,
Yes, Jimbob. Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
know
I
what I
can
mean?
see that for you.
Fucking
yeah.
savage
It's kinda
Jimbob. He used the marriage
clearly
excuse.
double
Come on,
Yep.
that was well played,
Well,
Mr.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it was.
That was well played. Send in the super chats for Jimbob.
You can just
Massive
answer
W.
if you
He's
He's
really-
like,
There's a little
we're
pushback,
not
but-
fucking degenerates
Yeah,
over
yeah.
here, okay?
I'm
We're not
saying.
Never
fucking
asked that
degenerates. I'm
question
not giving you
aloud.
my
That's a
body
little
count, you fucking
pushback.
broad.
That was different though.
Yeah, I actually saw this clip from some
Happening for a
dating
while
show
before that
where some
question.
farm girl refused to kiss the guy on camera,
Times.
even on a dating show, because she said that it would
all
be
right.
inappropriate for her
we have-
future husband to have to see her kiss another man, like to have that be on
Eric, prayers
on
for the
internet.
Wilson family,
I thought
WJB,
that was,
boys at
pretty
Nathan
fucking
Bob
big,
YouTube
to be
channel,
honest.
Jay Dyer next on whatever.
thank you,
God
Eric.
bless. I've heard of Jay Dyer.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, thank you, Eric, for the soup chat. Wait, prayers for is everything okay with?
Well, they had a tornado, and then I know Rachel's had some.
Oh
like,
yeah, Rachel's
threatening-
been having some health stuff. So, shit. Okay. There's a tornado. Damn.
There was.
There was.
Yeah.
15 bodies.
Well, it
but
wasn't a
it's-
tornado, but it was a massive windstorm.
only one tree.
But it was also like, well, then why the fuck are you on a dating show? So to finish my
guys, $20 TTS.
Can you imagine a
roast
Canadian
session,
crying
get
over
in
his
at
Bud Light? I couldn't.
streamlabs.com/whatever. Also,
Hey, crying over my Coors.
The Twitch.
Yes, Miller High Life, isn't it?
Whatever. If you can.
No, I keep
pull that up
Coors in
for
the
us.
studio.
Twitch.tv.
Oh, I didn't realize you were gay. Sorry.
Will you send in? I'll give it back to you. Can you
Guys,
send
drop
in a
us
super chat
follow
and say
Prime
Andrew is
sub if you
watching
have one.
from Made by
Undead
Jimbob's
Monkey,
channel?
Thank you for the Prime. JB, thank you for the Prime.
And just
Doughboy,
ask it. Can somebody
thank you for
just
the
ask this
Prime.
fucker
J
if
Brown,
he's
thank you
stealing
for
my
Tier
beer,
1. Encrypted,
please?
Thank you for the Prime.
Well, don't say that you're what you give people.
No,
shit.
yeah. Okay. That well, no, I'm watching from
You're
Jimbob's
the
channel. What's he
Queen,
gonna do? It's his channel.
Miss
Well,
me.
no, but to Brian,
I'm not
whatever.
saying that
Just-
one. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
Man.
Brian don't
Appreciate
care.
it. Thanks
Just
for the
somebody
support
asked
there,
Jimbob if
guys,
he's
on
stealing my
Twitch.
fucking beer. Now it's gonna irritate me now.
Guys, if you can,
Yeah, ask if he's stealing his
you have a Prime sub available. It's a quick, free, easy way to.
Is that son of a bitch stealing Andrew's beer?
Yeah, is this
Prime.
fucking guy
Maybe
stealing
you
my fucking
don't have a
beer?
Twitch
It's
account, you create a
bullshit.
Twitch
This
account.
slim-shouldered motherfucker.
To Twitch. and then
This
you can
narrow-shouldered
free
fucking
every
prick
single
stealing my
month, one
beer.
time a month. You just drop us a Prime sub.
I know
You
he's
don't even
stealing
have
my
to be
fucking
live
beer. I know he is.
For you to drop
I know
it.
he
You can
is.
do it while we're live, but you can just go to our channel, twitch.tv/whatever. Check if you have a Prime sub. If you're listening to this, after hours or when we put it up.
Chat's right on this. You're so you're so weak.
He'll lie, but you know what? He'll lie. Like he'll be like, "No, I brought this myself." He'll fucking lie. He doesn't care.
Really appreciate it.
He just wants to
Cal,
make me
thanks for the
suffer
Prime,
because
man.
he's
Appreciate it.
Jimbob.
Cajun Tater, thank you for the Prime. Thank you. Appreciate it, guys. All right, we have Justin Martins. Yo, is my Streamlabs not working or something?
Yo,
why
it's
does
bugged,
Jimbob
boys.
Look like he just woke up, fully clothed.
It's bugs. That's exactly what's happening. That's why.
Is my Streamlabs not working? Because this is kind of peculiar. I mean, maybe you guys just don't want to. Nobody's roast worthy. I should. I don't know. Let me see. Is it
I
bugged?
doubt that.
It's bug
boys,
boys.
I think it's but. Hey, can somebody like test out a roast?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch
like,
this to make
somebody
this
test
bigger.
out like Streamlabs or whatever, man, because it's like bugged or whatever. $20 TTS, boys.
No, I like that.
Okay.
What now?
thank you, man.
What now,
Six
mystery?
pack. Chad, thank you
Is
for.
that Jamaican?
What now,
again?
mystery?
Nothing, I guess. Fine, have it your way.
Thank you, man.
It's Canadian,
Thank
eh?
you.
It's
Whatever,
it's
dude.
like-
That was British.
It's like
but-
Canadian, eh?
Yo,
All
it's
right,
whatever, bro.
$20, bro. I think our
Look, I have a lot of things that I need to argue with you about that I can give you this one. You can put this however you want.
6 months, you said.
Yes.
Longest relationship.
Let's mark this up as a W.
Longest relationship.
Oh, that was it.
This-
Oh, 10 years.
Sorry.
From what age to what age? Can you stop playing?
Oh,
with
a little
the-
tipsy.
I'm just going to put this over here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. 10 years, you say? From what age to like 18 to, or no, 9?
6 months ago is when it ended.
Oh
so
shit! Who dumb
You
too?
just walk it. Me.
Damn! Wait,
That
this
was
is
the
the
death by-
abusive guy.
Wait, 10.
The abusive
now,
quote
now
unquote.
everything
You were
changes.
you were in
Now
that
we're-
relationship for 10 years?
She
Yeah.
stayed for 10.
It wasn't bad
Think
at
of
first. No,
think
no,
of
no.
all the SoundCloud rappers you could
Damn.
have had sex with.
Wait, did he
I know.
become
My whole 20s.
abusive in the last?
Yeah, it's Jimbob's
5,
channel, and all the money's going to
3?
Jimbab,
Yeah, it just
as well
slowly
it
started
should.
happening. It was
Yeah.
This is
you
big
just got more comfortable
debut
with it, or I just
on
started
whatever.
noticing it more
Send him the
because, you know, at
fucking
the end of the
money.
day, it's just like, yeah, I fucking
I,
suck.
I, well, I,
yeah,
don't,
we're-
I don't really
we're
know
here
what
to
I'll do if
yeah,
you don't,
but like,
the
yeah,
grift
I suck.
should
You know,
continue.
kind of a thing, and then
Yes.
it just gets worse and worse to the point where, like,
Jimbob should be having regular numbers
I don't know.
this big and bigger.
Yeah.
He's
Actually,
a funny guy and he knows his shit.
I don't know. It's just like,
And he's a good-
like that.
Good guy. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm just
Ah, he's a
rambling.
fucking piece of shit. He's
actually
stealing
ended
my
up-
beer.
breaking up with him. So when it,
I know he's stealing my fucking beer, dude. I just know. I know he
when I
is.
broke up with him, because there
You're
was,
such a salty prick,
it
dude.
was like a third,
Let him have a fucking beer.
like
It's- but
it would
it's-
just go
but
on
that's
and on
my
forever,
beer.
and I'd just be a piece of shit.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll
If you have a
fucking
third
replace
party,
the
that's
beer.
enough
He's
to
not
do
going to
something
replace the
about it.
beer, dude.
A lot of the times they'll just accept
You're gonna
me.
want fresh beer when
And,
you're there
you know,
anyway.
in therapy, I asked. I was like, if there's anything
doesn't
I did
go
wrong,
bad.
I want to talk about it. I want to know what I did wrong.
Yeah, okay,
I had
fair.
nothing to say, and like that just sounds like I'm blowing smoke up my own ass, but it's true. Like,
That's talent, blowing smoke up your own ass.
yeah, like things like that.
I bet her OnlyFans is
Totally.
popping. No, I'm just
Wait,
sorry.
is it confirmed that the Streamlabs is not working? Because chat is Stream. I mean, some people are saying Streamlabs is bugged. Just do it through super chats, guys. We'll just do super chats then. If Streamlabs is actually bugged, just send it in through super chat, YouTube super chat. Last one for tonight, Brian. I bet you're a terrible poker player. All I can see is your reactions to whatever's on your screen while everyone is talking. Can I get an Osti de Tabern? I don't.
Yeah, there's no way he's replacing it exactly.
Tabernacle. I'm not sure what that is, but thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Tabernacle is tabernacle. It's like a French word for all curse words. It means every swear word, anyone you want.
Trying to figure out.
Just say tabernacle. It's like a French and mostly like Quebecois thing, as far as I know.
That is super weird.
Which is like the ugliest version of French possible.
No, that's still enabled. I'm gonna check one other thing. But so have you had a rebound? Is that too soon? No.
No, I think that's kind of like I want to just like use somebody, and I also don't.
Why not?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink.
You get on some
Yeah,
strange.
right?
Yeah, whatever. Just get the fuck out of here. Worthless
I should have been the
Canadian.
predecessor to all this degeneracy. You're right.
Wait, what?
I said I should have been the predecessor to all this degeneracy and just sort of just like I could get a rebound for that, and then I could get a rebound for that rebound. And it just never ends.
Yes.
Hey, wait, I can speak in here like Jimbob. Hang on.
Rebound inception kind
Yeah,
of.
there's got to be something catchier there.
The domino effect of the rebound.
If you take the 10 men theory, I'll take
he's
that.
like just plowing through? Like, do you think he's just running through? Where are you from?
New York.
Do you think he's just plowing through some fucking Brooklyn, some fucking Queens chicks?
Oh no, he lives here, and also.
He lives in California?
Oh shit, I'm in California.
Wait, what?
North Carolina, where I actually live. I'm not used to.
Wait, was this a long distance relationship?
No, we both lived in the same apartment in North Carolina.
Oh, but
I just forgot where I was.
He dipped, and now he's living.
He didn't dip. I broke up with him.
Well, but he dipped from North Carolina.
No, he didn't.
So he's still in North Carolina.
Yes.
So is he getting some?
Charlotte, Greensboro.
Charlotte.
Just
Charlotte. Yeah.
Just
I only know those two.
Just
cities.
running through some UNC chicks. You think?
Really
Don't put down your fellow
I feel
brethren.
like I grieved.
See,
the
I told you,
relationship
you're gonna
before I
deny you
left,
made this
basically,
Canadian
because I worked
joke
on
tomorrow
myself,
'cause you're
And
scum.
by the end of it, I was like, "Fuck this."
'Cause
I
you're
don't
scum,
deserve
dude.
this.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It's pretty fucking embarrassing to be a Canadian lately.
Having a glow up.
Glow up?
What do you mean?
You
You
should
insinuating
I don't
that
know.
I
You
need
have
one?
to choose between their standards, but
What do you?
I don't know. Like doing a whole like makeup thing, like just like.
Where did that even come from? I was like, I'm so
Well,
confident.
what
in myself.
happens is when women.
My
men do
theory,
this
she
too,
uses
like,
her
they'll
chain to
suddenly
hypnotize
break up
people.
and get super fit and
The
ripped.
snot chain?
Like your reaction is, like not.
Oh, that's gonna piss Brian off that she's like
get all
yawning
prettied
and
up
sighing.
stuff. Why is that?
What is it? No, I'm just kidding.
No,
makeup and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I lost a lot of weight. I did
Really?
start. Yeah, I started taking care of myself, and I focused on myself, which I never did because I was constantly focused on him and how I can be a better person in general.
Oh,
for
terrible!
him.
What a
Yeah,
terrible
so-
life. Terrible life.
Anyway.
I was
Then I
constantly
started
focusing on being a
myself,
better person.
and it was great.
And then I
and it
focused
still
on
is.
myself and then became a selfish bitch.
So no rebound.
I became a selfish bitch, and that was
for women,
great.
like you say, you're a comedian. I know you're just like kind of playing around, but
Yeah, I'm
you
just-
don't want to look like a female comedian. Also,
No, I
like,
don't.
yeah,
I
you
don't
don't
like
want two of
stigma.
those things.
No, you're right.
Yeah,
That's why I lost.
Oh, she's a female comedian. How many
Yeah.
jokes has she made about her vagina already?
The reason I didn't do anything is because I was on a plane in Like it took me forever to get here. I'm not gonna like.
no, not
They're
now.
fucking-
I'm saying like to attract future men, eventually your husband.
Yeah,
basically.
drunk Bob's
I
coming.
mean, I do get dolled up. It's
Oh,
just,
good.
I've just been on an airplane
Oh no, yeah, no
like-
worries.
like 7 hours,
Yeah,
so I don't.
no,
give
I'm
a
just saying in general. I'm
Yeah.
not saying
Yeah.
Do you have a,
No, I
do you have
feel
a
you.
Twitter?
Jim Bob's getting a little
No.
sauced.
I
I
have a
think it's about to get a
throwaway.
little spicy with Jim Bob
Twitter?
over here.
Yeah, if it's throwaway.
I like drunk Jim Bob.
From where?
I will
Like, what's
fight
your
you.
do you have a platform?
I will fight
Um,
you. Not so erudite
I
was the
have
funniest
Instagram
shit I ever
and
saw.
There's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, exactly.
Feel
He's
like
drunk
you're
on
not
stolen beer.
telling us
Send me a super
something.
chat, Tara Maynor. What's wrong with you?
because
You're a
I don't
scumbag. Tara, is it Tara Maynor? I don't know how to
I don't
say
know.
his
It's not
name.
like super top secret. I just don't know,
I don't know
how
how
to
to
explain
say
it
his
without
name.
sounding like.
What kind of a piece of shit would drink your beer?
Yeah,
if
I'm
you
a
want to
cold
find a
beer.
man,
You got me.
the
Jimbob.
worst possible thing you can do as a woman is try to be a comedian.
I just like making people laugh. I'm like the Joker.
Yeah,
Is that what he says? Does he like making people laugh?
You're proving your point. You're proving my point.
Oh no, he's drunk. He's drunk.
What?
That's some strong ass beer you got there, Andrew.
First time
Do you want to
somebody
be a
went over
mother?
my head. Yes.
Okay, that should be your priority.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Like I'm not. This is not my destiny.
Did I tell you guys
just-
that I had
just funny.
150 proof
In my
beer in
opinion.
there?
Wait, can
Brian bought
Yeah,
it for me,
it's just a-
150 proof beer.
No.
Not kidding. He bought me
I don't- I
150
said I'm
proof
a
beer.
comedian, it's
And he's like, "There's no way you can polish off a
I
bottle,"
don't
and I
have-
slammed
do
it
you
in
do
front of
stand
him.
up or no?
No,
No,
she
I
No
don't-
problem.
150 proof.
That's what
Understand
Jimbob's
your
drinking.
cryptic multiple references.
Yeah, you
to
should have read my
comedic-
mind. This is what I'm talking
It was a
about.
Yeah,
setup,
you should've.
boys.
But wait, where's your platform?
What is
I
happening?
don't have. I'm not a comedian. I have an Instagram.
Yeah, but you have
And
like
that's it.
600 followers.
Yeah, I
Just has a terrible haircut. Is it just me? Like, what the fuck is going on there?
Oh, so was that a joke too?
Yeah, I'm just being stupid.
She's just a
But-
silly girl.
I thought you had like
Yeah, I'm just a silly girl.
I thought you had like an audience or something.
I'm just a silly girl.
Is it like
150
Truth
proof beer.
Social?
Never heard of that. I hadn't
Truth
either.
Social.
But Brian
Are
bought
you
me a bunch of it.
Republican, Or what's your
I thought you actually were a comedian.
Well, do you want to bet that her Instagram's not that silly or
It was
fun?
like the
Yeah,
same
like
proof as
pizza,
Nevada
like,
Everclear. It was
I
insane.
don't like that.
talk to a sloth today?
You don't
Tasted
like
great, though.
ukuleles?
I don't like being associated with ukuleles. I think that's fucking. That's not good.
What about banjos?
That's actually, I agree.
As
a little bit
requested.
better.
Ha!
Ukuleles
I
are
appreciate it, man. This is all for Jimbob. It's all going to
It
his
used to be
channel.
cool. There was like
I
a
just wanted to
moment
come
there
on
where
and
they
help
had, like,
out,
just
give a little
corny.
commentary,
place,
guys.
And then,
Yeah, it's true.
Like the type of people who pick up a ukulele, it's just.
yeah, you just
You
run.
just don't know who
just
you are.
run. Yeah.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Yeah,
who you are.
Jimbob's a lightweight.
Unless you're Hawaiian, that's fine. But
He is a bit of a lightweight. That's
if you're
true.
making fucking cover songs on YouTube, it's like
Yeah, with the
it's a little
ukulele.
cringe.
Yeah.
She does ukulele cover songs.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
what's
the
going on.
most.
That's
I'm just a
Jimbob.
silly girl thing ever.
Similar.
Damn it. See?
What's wrong with your
I don't know.
shoulder?
That's like
Well,
2000,
They started this meme
2006
where I had
Tumblr.
narrow shoulders, and then I started
Tumblr.
believing it a
Oh my
lot,
God,
and then
we've
it sent
been
me
so
to the gym, which proves that shame works. So
Nice.
What?
Shame is
I think
powerful.
I just have a giant head. It's not actually totally narrow shoulders. What do you guys
I'm
think?
getting
Yeah,
body
it's narrow.
dysmorphia now.
I think I guess we're
Is it normal shoulders, giant head?
Narrow
Something
shoulders.
like that.
Small
It's
shoulders.
like a caricature.
Yeah.
I'm just messing.
You know what? I'm
It's-
gonna have Sammy. You're in
normal
charge of
proportions.
reading these, okay?
Oh, okay.
Is he drunk?
Into the mic if you can.
Not quite,
Tier
but
two metal detectors
he's
must
almost
hate
there.
you, huh? What's it like going through the
Who are
air?
you talking about, me or Jimbob?
Jimbob, you fucking idiot.
Oh, okay. Because
Who
you're
cares
just
about you? You're
All right,
fucking
fair enough.
worthless.
They're not.
Fair enough.
Fine.
Cocksucker. Piece of
I'm
shit.
not sure what else to say.
Have you been on a airplane or
Yeah, of course.
do you have to take out all the piercings or
No.
they just
The last time that
They
I
just
went
put a
on an
metal detector
airplane,
up to her face.
The only reason why they they had to basically strip me down.
I was making jokes about how fun it would be to see a chick like this in public. Remember those little round multicolored magnets? Those little
Yeah.
balls? Just
Yeah.
like throw a handful of them. on this
Oh,
air.
like the stone.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
time,
they were
ladies and
like,
gentlemen, for an
what time did you
obscene
get there?
profit break
And I
on
was like,
behalf
"Girl,
of
I
Jimbob.
forgot I was there.
That's so awesome.
The Wilsons
You're
will be
like, "What's
assisting
under
with
this
that as
wig?"
well.
It's just a rock, and you're like, I forgot.
Chair 3
That's so
socials?
awesome.
Chair 3 socials. I need new comedy.
I'll assist with that as well.
What is Truth Social? What is that?
No, they're asking
God,
what's
never
your
mind.
social.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
just
dude.
tell me.
What's your Instagram?
Oh,
Andrew's
It's
beer?
just
No, they
fuck.
actually have good beer here. Andrew drinks shit beer.
I wasn't listening. It's
Coors. Andrew's
Yeah.
a Coors guy.
Look at you getting fucking cooked, Andrew. You gonna take that?
Read this one.
This is fucking bullshit.
is
I don't believe. I
starting to
literally don't
hashtag
believe it.
Two movement.
Ask him what kind of
Thank you,
beer it
Kat, for the
is.
soup chat.
I bet
Appreciate
you it's Miller. That's what I keep in the
Appreciate it.
studio. I bet you it's fucking Miller.
Yeah, he's not. No, I'm not. They don't have his
Here,
beer
read
here.
it
I'm
though. You
telling
gotta
you.
read it.
Jimbob, Andrew,
Jimbob's
fight
fucking
if you're
spurting.
drinking his beer.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. Go
There. Follow my lead, boys.
Carolina, we have plenty of mid chicks here. Don't worry.
He's just running through.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
what?
Never mind.
He's drinking my beer. I fucking know it.
Bear or
I
male
don't believe this
highlights
shit.
delusion or prejudice with a woman.
Why am I the only one
Bears
gifting
nature to
memberships?
you, it's a man's nature to
I don't know.
protect
Fuck,
you. I
chat.
recommend you remind them of this after they answer the question to test their logic again.
You're fucking
I
coping,
mean,
dude.
it depends.
Shut
the,
up.
The bear could
Yeah.
be pretty nice. You know?
Tiffany, read
It
this one.
depends.
Coping with having
Just messing.
Alien Sugar
incredibly
Maple
nice
said he
beard.
gave you all his branches for DP.
I don't know. I'm just
But
trying
you're
to be
still
nice to
ghosting
chat.
him. Personally,
Try
I
to
don't
counteract
believe
you.
eat pancakes with syrup again. Disgusting.
That's not how you spell
Thank you,
thief.
Christopher.
It's I before E, stupid fuck.
Except after
Just
me.
remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
The
remember
test
it's
of a
I
woman
before
is
E,
childbirth.
stupid.
The test of a man is a woman. A man
Let's
must
go. Look at
control
these
himself and his
gift
woman, but a woman
grifted
cannot
memberships.
Look at
like
those
a man
grifted
controls
memberships
another
rolling
Do we
in.
have the
It's more
fucking
like controlling a nervous
crucibles in here?
No,
No, we don't.
Well,
Thank you
wait,
for
we
that.
might.
No, we don't.
I appreciate it. Okay.
So you
Tyree
didn't put in the
Santiago,
crucibles?
thank
Is
you.
that what you're saying?
Well,
Could share too,
there's
I'll
no.
take
It doesn't work.
in the
Those type of files don't work in
I
here.
have a magnet in here if you want to.
That's a mystery cope.
Do you?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Andrew was a woman prattle.
No, it's
Computer?
mystery cope.
Magnetic?
No, it's woman prattle.
No, it's mystery
Computer,
cope.
steel,
Stop being passive aggressive, you little bitch.
computer and steel.
It's just sterling silver.
Sterling, yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah, sterling's not.
You better get in good
From
shape.
Mr. Cassell for Jim Bob's first
For
appearance.
today's
He
textbook
deserves it all.
definition of adorkable, my favorite
I'm
Minecraft
just kidding.
biome is taiga. I'd appreciate you forever if you organize my chest room. And Chair 2 reminds me of the song Monster by Reckless Love.
That's what's up.
Oh my God, she ain't gonna let you hit, bro.
Go ahead, Tiffany.
Tiffany's nickname
Such a
was-
fucking
Oh,
simp,
fuck.
dude. Shut up, simp.
I'd love it if you could organize my chest room. Shut the
It's
fuck
definitely a ukulele thing.
That is, yeah.
So
Wow.
nerd.
I'm a little on the fence about that one.
Yo, Seth, thank you for the $20 super chat. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Mystery
Guys,
cope.
reminder, we're doing $20.
Yeah, I'm just coping with not having a
So
not having a chest room. That's what I'm coping
for
with.
YouTube, unfortunately, I don't know why Streamlabs isn't working. So yeah. Read this one, Tiffany. Por favor.
Jimbob W. Black
What do you mean?
bears are 13%
Bear
of the
W for
population.
me.
Oh, no.
50% of all attacks. Girl, that rage quit.
Oh,
needs
I've got
to
something
happen.
for this, Andrew.
One, told status. Chair 2, no
Boom.
necessary. Chair 3,
Let's
like
fucking go.
Joe Dirt.
Are you-
Oh, bitch.
I actually thought you were. I did.
Corrected. You got
I was
corrected.
like, finally, the
It's
hardcore
corrected.
feminist comes in.
I gave myself a really shitty haircut. I did it myself.
Yeah, I thought you.
And I
Have you seen this one,
I
Andrew?
thought one of you tonight was going to say end the patriarchy,
absolutely
and nobody
not.
said it.
No,
Is
but-
there anybody?
Burrito Brian.
No, no.
Nobody said it?
Nobody.
But yeah, I fucking hate it.
Unbelievable.
T-Dog?
Chair 5 is kind of creepy.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that me?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Why am I creepy?
'Cause you're a
Justin
creep.
Martins. Why is she creepy? Why you, bro? Are you talking shit about Tiffany, dude?
Put the burrito back up.
Are you?
Maybe I was a creep.
Hold on, I'm adding something right now.
I said put the fucking burrito up, mystery.
Fucking wait.
Yeah, nigga, we will both mash you. What?
Me and Tiffany.
You're
bro.
gone, mystery.
We rep the
You're
same
fucking gone.
podcast.
Just for being a piece of shit.
Thank you, Justin Martins. Oh my God, there's so many coming in. They are crazy. Okay, read this one, Tiff. T-Dog.
You should smile more, Sammy, but I wouldn't be able to round them
There it is.
either.
What the,
However, when are you going to be open that
what the fuck?
back door?
There's the Brian burrito. There you go.
That's horrible.
Fucking happy now.
Yes.
If you're talking about what I think you're talking about, I don't
Yeah, you
think
know what
I'll
else?
ever do that kind of
Boom.
content. I'm sorry. no,
Oh, no.
For real.
Evidence.
This,
Ghibli
the
evidence.
first part though is, do you think it's because she's
There's another one.
I don't know.
Sitting next to
A lot of my people say I'm really strong, dude. I don't know if it's the old man white toothpick thing, but I think it's just something they.
Oh, the third one didn't fucking upload. That's the best one.
Be around them either.
Yeah, not sure about the beer.
Can you read
Chair
this one?
2, it's hard to take you seriously when you have a single ball, Newton's pendulum swinging from your nose, not to mention the other sharpnel.
Shrapnel, you idiot. Shrapnel.
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 I didn't know I asked.
Shrapnel.
Look how beefy our boy Brian looked there.
So, we have this one.
It's a hell of a
My wife
burrito.
asked me why I
That's
don't
a
help
hell
out
of a burrito.
more.
That's why he's so
I
big.
That
think
almost
it's
looks,
really
that looks more
fermented
like a
to continue
sandwich
winning
wrap, though,
sports.
doesn't it?
Maybe.
Didn't-
Nah, it's a burrito. I think it still counts. What's in there though? What's the purple shit?
I like that
Isn't that
one.
bad?
Kick
That's like a
rocks.
good old school joke.
That's a yeah.
Where can we get that shit hot Aloha shirt, JB? I heard you got it from Heard
Nice
you got,
shirt. You-
heard
I
you
got
got
this-
some coming
sorry.
soon at Made by.
It's like a Tommy Bahamas special
I
there.
sell shirts at MadeByJimbob.com.
You bring me books, but no shirts.
But this is from Kauai directly. Vintage.
Oh, okay.
Vintage
Vintage
shirt from Kauai.
Shut up,
Didn't resist.
Jimbob. Nobody
Jimbob
cares about your
Bahama.
stupid Hawaiian shirt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Sell
want
savage memes. Sell savage memes.
a beautiful shirt.
You shut up too, Mr. E. Stop getting his back.
From Butthead.
Knockers.
Shout out to Butthead. Shout out to Butthead.
Love it.
Such a piece
You
of
look
shit,
like I work
Mr.
for
E.
you otherwise.
Are you gonna
What a
get
piece
some?
of shit, dude.
No.
You said you're-
Otherwise, you'd be in big trouble.
Just
A
the
nose,
nose.
a nose job.
Oh, okay.
Cook you.
For sure. Oh, show.
Hey, Andrew, remember that time that I beat you in verbal combat?
I petitioned
Never
the
happened.
court to
Never
modify the
happened.
distance on my listing of God.
It's
I'm
fake
a
news.
tree,
Fake
not a
news.
sex object.
Yo, Otis Driftwood, thank you for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Do you want to respond to that, Alien, or no?
No, I'm good.
Allie Archer, okay, thank you for the compliment.
I
Appreciate it.
love the way he makes fun of her stupid little fucking noise at the end of her sentence.
Jimbob couldn't
I'm a jewelry maker.
Oh, that's
Jimbob is officially smashed now.
Question for the panel. What's your favorite crystal? Color crystal.
That's a good question.
I like rose quartz.
Is that the one that's in front of you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. See, I got you.
I know. I appreciate
Jimbob's got his website
All right,
set,
thank
so I
you,
can't.
Christopher. We have
Upload fucking Crystal Prison to
this
the
Crystal Prison
audio.
is on here.
I'll have you read it.
Tiffany, your nose is
What?
fine. Don't chop it off. Brian, love your
Hold
show.
on, it should
Haven't
be. Let me
missed
double
one
check.
before
We
about
We want the
2
audio
months.
only. Just
Keep
the
up the
audio.
good work.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way on this fucking.
Yeah, it does. You can upload add music under just background
C'est
music.
vraiment très bien ça, Canadian. $20.
I don't have just the
is,
music, though.
Very nice. Thank you very much. Tabernacle.
Let me try it. Let me.
What do you
let me
mean you
see
don't
what I
fucking
can
have
do.
it? What do you mean you don't have it?
Being cringe, my bad.
Fucking said, let me
Here's
see
your
what I can
genuine
do.
question.
Chill
What
out.
friend do you
Fucking-
mean? How much
you
weight have
fucking
you
piece
gained
of
since your
human-
last
No, I
appearance?
only have the videos.
You ate
I have the
your
videos
Oh my
that I
Lord.
added to the site, and then I download.
Why didn't you anticipate what you thought I might need in the future? Then read
I don't
my
know.
mind. Read my fucking mind, mystery.
Got like
Hey,
fucking
Tiff,
100 things to
for
do.
you.
Read my
Yeah.
fucking mind.
So you're very pro being skinny.
I'm
Bullshit.
actually like pretty good at reading your mind, like in general.
Read
All
it better.
fat people, but or
But we do have Crystal Prison.
What the fuck,
all fat-
mystery?
This would include me because I'm a little chubby right now. So fuck.
I wouldn't consider you fat though. I mean,
I'm chubby. Wait, why, bro? Don't.
I mean,
Damn, bro. He's like.
Uh oh. There you go, Jimbob. Hit him, Jimbob. Hit him with it.
Yeah.
Hit him with it.
oh yeah,
That-
what's the
wow.
hypothetical?
Oh.
So get rid of all
Wait,
fat
question.
people.
You're Korean.
Big Brixton,
From what
Big
I've
Brian.
heard,
Brian Smash, Burrito.
but I've heard this from a Korean girl. She told me that, like, Korean parents, if their kid's fat, will tell them they're fat. Like,
You
you're
see
fat, you gotta lose weight.
Bartholomew.
Is this
yeah.
감사합니다.
true? Like, white parents will be like, oh my god.
Hey,
Jimbob.
Megbob. Hang on.
Don't believe
Jimbob
the
speaking
way-
Korean. Did you learn that from you,
Oh, they're
Megbob?
brutal.
But
Yeah.
I feel like Asian parents
Oh.
are like gonna lay down like.
Why am I getting L's? I'm being funny as hell.
Failure.
Fuck you, CR Scott.
Any other-
Just kidding. I love you.
That's valid.
Oh my god.
Good.
They're brutal.
Good, and you got on top of it.
Yeah.
So did your mom call you fat though?
No, I was never fat.
Oh, okay. Did
I
she
was always
say-
skinny. I just
did
want to be
she s-
skinnier.
Did she say like you need to lose a couple pounds though?
Did you say don't
No.
ever get fat? Did she say that? Like,
Don't ever get fat.
yeah, like the threat of like, don't ever.
No.
Like a PSA.
We have Sarah here. Go ahead, read it. Somebody besides
That's
me.
Sarah. That's the.
Oh,
Tiffany.
Brian
if you're
seems pretty
ever in
proud of
Nashville,
this.
Drinks on me.
Ooh.
Nice.
I'm never gonna be in Nashville. I'm sorry. There's no reason for me to ever go to Nashville.
Well, there's that one street, Broadway.
The fuck is?
You
I
s-
think Daily
there's
Wire's
a street
there.
there that's like
Yeah,
a
Daily
whole
Wire.
thing.
Oh right.
What if they invite
It's
you?
Yeah,
boring,
don't you want to
but
get
it's
Ben
there.
Shapiro on? Come on, Brian.
I mean that'd be good for the show. That'd be an interesting
I will
episode.
definitely get on the. I will definitely get on the
That's
panel with all these hoes. I mean,
Andrew, tell him how true. This
hang on. Let Jimbob
Too
cook.
good.
Okay.
All right, guys, $20 roast through the YouTube super chats. We're switching it up because our Streamlabs is scuffed, majorly scuffed. Streamlabs, what the hell is going on? Can somebody test it though again? See if it's still not working. Because that's pretty frustrating. Let's see what else we have to do. Get them in if you want, guys. We're gonna get this wrapped up here soon. Well, then,
Really? They're wrapping the show up early tonight?
It's not even midnight.
Talks about that.
Oh, when I want to go to bed at a decent time, they wrap it up at midnight.
Orientation.
When Jimbob's on.
Wait, what?
Like pronouns?
Sorry, no, I said that wrong. I said when I want to go to bed at a decent time, they run it till 3 in the fucking morning. But
I'm bisexual.
So
Of course.
Of course.
Of
Or
course.
you didn't count like when
I
you
heard
said
that all women are bi. You just got to figure out which one.
And I only have.
Bipolar.
You just got to figure out the price.
I've
No,
only been
bipolar,
with one girl, and I
bisexual,
did
or
not
just
know
a
her in that way.
bitch.
Hang on,
We
let
did
her
not
talk. Let her
necessarily
talk.
Sleep together. It was actually for an OF collab. I had mentioned her. In
Of
our
course.
messages, but
Okay.
so not really.
All right. Magavelli says, Brian, bring on Alex Jones or Sam Hyde.
Bring on Kanye.
Hyde would be funny.
He would fuck your shit up.
Probably. Thank you, Magavelli, for the soup chat. Appreciate it. Excuse me. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. Okay, I guess.
Oh yeah, Brian's drunk now.
Super chat. Send it in through YouTube. $20 super chat roast if you want to roast anybody.
Make sure you delete this as soon as this is done.
Why?
Where's the Priscilla?
I don't know. It might be a little over.
We haven't done anything TOS over here.
You know.
Oh, what is? Wait,
I don't
swear
know.
I had a good
I saw her on
question.
here. It's fucking awesome.
Would
I
you?
wanted to
Big
give
Brian got them
you a
burrito
fucking
burps.
compliment. Actually, you look like Poppy
Oh,
to
she's
me.
cool.
You're so pretty.
Who's Poppy?
Who?
Oh, that vocal fry is bad.
Oh wait,
you
I
do
know.
look just like her. She's
Yeah.
really pretty. Though.
Or she's a singer.
Thank you, but
She's
I
like a
don't-
rock singer. Don't worry about it. Have you ever seen Camp Rock?
Wow, that's kind of honestly,
Yeah.
bro. That's kind of
Yeah.
an insult. Why are you talking shit to Felicity?
How was that an insult? She's
You're saying she looks
gorgeous.
like Poppy?
I would
I don't
literally
know.
get
I
on
just
my knees
Googled.
for Poppy. So I'm.
I don't know who Poppy is. I have to look at a picture.
You should look it up. She's great.
Thank
She's
you.
great.
Damn, bro, that's an
But
insult.
I think you.
That's a
look-
fucking insult.
She's gorgeous. She's
Bro,
a gorgeous woman.
That's an insult. That's an insult to
It
Felicity.
was a burrito burp.
I'm
I agree
not
with that.
Insulted. I don't know.
But you remind me of
pretty.
Tess from Camp Rock.
Do you want to direct maybe a couple compliments towards Jimbob here, because I feel like he's needs some compliments.
I agree.
I have compliments for like all the ladies.
I love your shirt, Jen.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Your head is proportionate to your shoulders.
Oh my gosh. I'm
Lies.
flipping that.
Tell that fucking
That's
chick that's
forever.
lies. That's
Play it
fucking
over.
lies.
Okay.
Nobody
Nancy
clipped
says,
that.
Brian, you're fatter and
Nobody
gayer
clipped
than
that.
DSP. Not just kidding, bro. Love you. Love the
Nobody
Who's DSP?
clipped that.
No idea. Another
D-
rapper or
DSP.
Amanda.
it's like a letter.
I'm fatter and gayer.
Maybe it's Dolly Parton and her middle name Sarah or something.
What if I'm straighter than him? I could be straighter than him.
Nah.
We're having a straight
DSP.
off all of a sudden.
Wait,
No idea who that is.
Woman, bring me a pack of smokes.
fat gay guy. I'm trying to think of a fat gay dude.
Rob
Why
Halford.
are you doing this, bro?
Fat gay.
Rob Halford's a fat
Thank you
gay
for that.
guy.
Oh, the dude from Mean Girl.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else we had to do? Tiffany, what is the? Oh, I wanted to ask this. What is of your like girl you know? Maybe you were in high school. Girl you know. This is for the whole panel. What's the highest body count you've heard from a girl? Let's start with you, Sammy.
The highest I've heard from a girl is about in the 50s, and she was my age, and that was last year, so I was 18.
How old is this chick?
Yeah, 50.
Yeah.
Andrew?
I don't know.
Okay. What about you?
She can't be more than
Someone
19.
you know. right?
Yeah, imagine.
Yeah.
Okay, 50 by 18 is fucking insane, dude.
Yeah. Just confirming, right?
Nah. Oh yeah. Hey,
Yeah, she said
actually,
someone
yeah.
you know,
That was
like
just a
friends.
Yeah,
joke.
yeah. Oh, someone.
She was
yeah,
funny.
Like maybe you went to school with them or
Oh, okay. I think about like 40.
40. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever I don't know if anyone's ever bragged about that to me.
Or you heard about like you were in high school and
Yeah, how many trees? What's the tree count?
I don't want to give you a fake answer. I just don't know.
Okay, that's fine. What about
Must
you?
have slipped my
Nothing?
mind.
Never
Ti-
had that
Tiffany?
conversation.
I think around the 50s.
50s, Felicity? You know some
I think
strumpets?
Yeah, she said like 65 or
Oh my
70,
God.
somewhere around there.
How old is she?
She was 29 at the time.
Yeah. Oh, Tiffany, just tilt your mic like actually wait, Tiffany, wait, sorry. Felicity. Okay, my shit. Do you want to just take that seat? That's probably it's probably easier to get you in frame a little bit. Okay, cool.
Gee, I wonder why
And we
Brian
have
wanted her there.
Wife, wait.
Mr.
What's
Eve.
up, Wi-Fi?
Gee, I don't know.
I don't know. I have no
Beer if you
clue.
Square up with snot chain.
Snot chain. What does this even mean? Mr. C should suck.
I don't think
Mr.
so.
E
Maybe it
should
was
suck gasoline.
We have
or the chat.
Whisper.
Man, these people are weird as
California.
fuck.
Move the stream to Florida. Get with the program.
Chat, you worry me sometimes.
California's. I feel like California's behind enemy lines. Like that's where you want to be. You know.
What would be the alternative though if you were to choose like one state, city?
Montana.
Yeah.
Oh well, to do the show, I would move it to Los Angeles.
LA.
Montana's like the one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life.
By the way,
absolutely gorgeous state.
Major hub, entertainment. You know, people are actors.
Yeah.
Whatever content creators are out there. I could probably do 3 shows a week. Well, in terms of guest booking, I would be able to book for 3 shows a week. It would be way easier, but yeah.
What's stopping you from doing it?
He doesn't want to live in LA.
Live in LA.
That's true. That's the downside. That's the downside.
Santa Barbara
nailed it.
While being in California, Santa Barbara is nice. We did here. I'm gonna Tiffany. I'm gonna have you read this one.
Yeah, LA is a shithole.
Brian, burritos, or do you miss wearing flannel more?
Wow, that's a
Shout
good.
out
I
to
want to get
Jimbob.
back to the flannels, so that would be nice.
Which is why
this
I'm
is
moving
below
to
the
Beverly
threshold, but
fucking
why not?
Hills.
We'll do it.
Mystery. I'm
Jimbob
moving to
as Bernie
Beverly Hills.
Sanders asked
No, you're not.
to date me,
I am.
Bernie,
Okay.
for one of my mansions.
Look,
Sure thing, bud.
I want to bring the Beverly Hillbillies.
ladies, would you want to date me if I had $50 billion? You all deserve abortions.
It's like arduous. It's like hard.
This is for
It's
Jimbob.
work.
If you can read it, Tiffany.
Jimbob, when you shrug them tiny shoulders, does it inflate them ears?
That's true.
Felicity, I'm gonna have you. Wait, what the?
Proportional.
Okay, good luck, Felicity, on this one. Wow.
If I have $1, and you have $1, I have $2.
Host. What?
Perfectly proportional.
The
Diviade,
Diviade du Calice.
Cubic coasts.
Follow the
Bro.
election we about to become China. Help.
Follow. Okay, Andre,
My
thank you. Merci
TikToks-
beaucoup.
What?
My TikTok's real Tiff X
I love
NYE.
that. I love that for you.
I love that for you.
Felicity?
Chair 3, I will take you in and fix you, but if and only if Slip My Mind was a Kids in the Hall reference.
What?
I don't think she.
What is wrong with these guys? Like, dude, you're simping for some chick on a fucking show.
The song is dope.
Like, I don't know, dude. That's fucked.
Okay.
It's all coming back.
Felicity, read this one.
Felicity, can we see that Maddie cap? No simple. Can I put it on?
Nah, you got to send in a $69 super chat if you want to see Felicity in the this one.
You want me to read it?
Yeah.
Top 1% needs to make more than 500K. It's at least 1 million in some areas. You grew up hardly in top 10%. Girl, you need to wake up to reality.
What the fuck is this idiot talking about? The top 1% makes like $75,000 a year in America or something, isn't that right?
Yeah, super chat. All right, guys, if you want $20,
let me look this up.
Wait, wasn't I gonna ask a question or something? Shit. What was the question I asked earlier?
I think you asked if people were lesbians.
I think that's something that was asked. Fuck.
That was a good memory. Sexual
Wait, hold on. I have it in
orientation.
my notes here. One sec.
He
Let
asked
me get
about
this pulled up.
orientation.
Orientation. That's true. Asked about that.
Okay, wait, never mind. I'm wrong.
Wait, I have something. Hold on. One sec. Let's.
$700,000, basically, roughly $650,000. 1% of the world is like 75,000. Okay,
I think I can't.
Okay, I
find
sent
it.
a super
That's
chat.
unfortunate.
Shut the fuck up, John Castle.
Sorry, guys. One sec. I'm trying to find. I wrote notes.
Send a super chat if you want to whine like a little bitch.
Totally dropping the ball here. Well, okay, can't.
That
find
better
it.
not be. That better not be big
go
super
ahead.
chatter, John Castle.
Tiffany.
No, that's Jason Castle.
From 2028, the
Oh.
tariffs will work. Give it time. Our republic's
John Castle's a
our
fucking
public-
idiot who's banned on our
public is
channel.
Worth it.
Oh.
America first.
He runs his
tariffs
mouth
and
every time like a
that
fucking
looks like a lid.
dipshit.
I know it sucks.
I will fight you. You will lose.
Who did you vote?
Shut up,
My
mystery.
hair.
Who did you vote?
Trump.
Oh, okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Why is that weird?
Oh, hey, look, it's is this Andrew?
Why
Yeah,
is-
that's it. That's Andrew.
Oh, hey, what's up,
What's up?
Andrew?
What's up, Andrew? You can do a Shapiro versus Peterson debate, but snot nose. Who's snot nose? Is that? Oh, the snot. Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that.
thing.
Dirty tree. Shapiro is pro. Okay, wait. So hold on. So who's pro dirty with the trees? Shapiro's pro. Okay.
Look, as long as it's not hurting anyone, I don't see any problem with molesting the trees. I mean, they can't consent. That means they can't say no.
Well, that's really fucked up, you know? It's like, it's not about consent. It's about whether or not there's a hole that's appropriate for your wiener. It's like, fuck.
Jordan sounded like
You forgot to do
Yeah,
the,
Yeah. It's like, you're going up there in the woods molesting the trees and the bark.
Well, I don't see any problem with it. I mean, liberty above all, right?
It's indistinguishable.
we gotta get Jordan Peterson on the show.
Please,
Why
God.
not? You could.
I reached
You
out.
could.
I tried to get Michaela on.
Now you just got to keep bugging them.
That'd be awesome.
Start. Yeah. I think we need Rachel Wilson to debate Michaela Peterson. That would be a good episode.
Yes, that would be a good episode.
Hell yeah, that would be a great episode.
Okay, let's see what else we need to get through. Let me just double check my notes here. Do you have a question you want to pose to the panel?
I was hoping to get a super anti-patriarch, but none of you ladies took the position. So
Wait, what is it?
you know, you get this
You
common
know.
like kill the patriarchy, end the patriarchy. I was betting that was going to come up, but it didn't come up. So I'm at a loss for words.
When you said, you sound like Jordan again, I thought you were still in a role.
No.
But
Cool story. Sorry, hold on. I'm still trying to find the thing. I had like a million things I wanted to freaking, not a million things, but let me shout out a couple people really quick. Guys, if you want 100% of your contribution to go towards us, Venmo, Cash App, whatever pod, we have Colin. No, I already did. MC Rocker, thank you for the 12. Matt, thank you for the 5. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. Merci beaucoup. Let's see here. One sec, guys. Wait. Okay. What? Can you read this one, Tiffany?
Me and my bros think that chair 1 is a 5, chair 3 is a 5, chair 4 is a 5, chair 5 is a 5. The one that rage quit had nice booba and cake, but her crazy, obnoxious attitude put her at a 3. Chair 2, held to the no.
Wow.
No.
Pasty George, thank you for the Canadian 20, man. Anybody want to respond?
Savage.
All 5s.
I don't care what he calls me.
Yeah, I don't really
Yeah.
care.
Wait,
Well,
can you rate me?
Jimbob didn't
Are you
deserve
down
this.
to
It
rate
wasn't the
me
greatest
on a
panel, but he's
scale
doing the
of
best
1
he
to 10?
can.
He's doing a pretty good job making it entertaining.
Rate me.
My books.
I didn't say rate. Okay,
He's
I
staying
said
in Nirvana
rate.
now.
Rate.
It's just my tongue that makes.
Yeah,
me
he
sound
got a
like
pretty
I'm-
shit panel. But you know
not
what?
saying
Brian
the
will have him
correct
back
words.
for a good one.
But I don't know, man.
Go ahead. I won't be offended.
Like, and so I'm just judging you off of your looks, right?
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be offended.
Nah, you can tell me I'm a 1. I won't be offended. Go ahead.
No, I think you're pretty average. So like a 5.
But you're 15, right?
Yeah.
So like you'd be settling for me.
On the Richter scale?
But you're
The Richter
15.
scale only goes to
Doesn't
10.
matter.
So you're like, that's
Well, she's not a fucking.
It's like
15
that's
on the
like a
look
fucking
scale.
asteroid
you'd be
hitting
settling
mystery.
looks, though.
She's certainly not a 15 on the look scale.
How many wigs do you have?
Multiple.
Like how many though?
I don't know. Like I have like
Is it
10,
all
12.
Is it all like My Little Pony stuff, or do you have?
I
Like,
mean, it's just
normal-
like-
a normal. Do you ever do like a normal day?
You ever seen like when you put too much dough in the cupcake tin or whatever?
Thank you so much for your 10 subs. Durin Dolls. Am I saying your shit right, dude? Am I saying your name right? I might be fucking that up real bad. We have Ness NYC. Tiffany.
On the bear question, what bias women usually don't understand, the majority of essays happen with someone she knows, not strangers. Also, Rage Quitter proves higher education is a scam.
Oh, dude, she has a
I was
master's.
going to say that in USC too.
Yeah, that's a yikes. Actually, wait, what did she have her master's?
Public
Policy or what was it?
administration.
Public
something like
administration.
that.
God damn, she ain't.
Poetry though. too.
Let's hope she's never administrating
something.
something.
Can I just say something? I
No.
just think that that's bullshit about like.
Really rather you
being
didn't.
exclusive, you know, it's like it could literally be anyone. It doesn't matter if you know them or
Oh
not.
God,
It's
this
just the
chick.
majority.
Wait, I don't. It's like my personal experience.
She's easily been one of the most obnoxious
People I
women to ever
don't
come on the show.
know either. You know what I mean?
No,
And like I said before, it's,
no, there's been way.
for me personally, it's been men and.
I mean, yeah, when you think about it, you're like,
No,
oh, there's been
no.
worse, but
like
the
it's not
tree
that.
sex, the piercings, the
Just- well, you kind of
awful.
Yeah, she's a
takes
nut.
on
She's a
everything.
nutcase for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
But you do give off a kind of a vibe that says, I don't really care in general about anything.
That's not true. But go off.
I'm just saying, like,
go
your
off, King.
your view is like, if you hold a view that you just annihilate all human beings, you don't really value life. I don't think you really value your own life that much. And so,
I value my life. Yeah.
but you don't value human life because you'd be willing, you said in this podcast, you'd be willing to annihilate all of us. You don't care.
Yeah.
So why would the aggressor, you know, if you gave off that sort of vibe to people, why wouldn't they take advantage of
I mean,
that?
I don't care to appeal to other people that treat me like shit, and majority of people have treated me like shit, so I don't really care.
Well, look at you.
Has Jimbob treated you?
Look at you and listen to the way you talk.
I'm sure that
You think people are going to treat you nice?
Oh,
thoughts he
his
has about
toxic
me to
masculinity?
himself.
Thoughts?
Yeah, whatever.
No, actually, the first thing I thought about was, I was like, oh, this person has probably been through a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't like that misconception. That's also like a.
Is it true though?
I mean, I've been through a lot, but
It's not a misconception.
Me and think.
Why?
Oh, you have to add this to trauma. Like, this is all.
Well,
Because
clearly, this is not a sign of
this happens to
being
be pretty consistent when people sort of like
growing up with a
I would
well-structured
consider
support
sort
system.
of like attack on their face, like people who do full face tattoos or like what you're doing to your face. I think that's like a communication to the world. And so I could either be right or wrong, but what I perceive is, oh, this person is like been through a lot of shit.
Wes Watson,
that's what I get.
That
probably.
you're wrong, and like it's not wrong that I've not been through a lot of shit, but I just think
She goes, "You're wrong." Well, you're not wrong.
It's not fair for you to use the stereotype that's true about
I
me.
think that's coming from a negative perspective. And
Yeah, but if I can't be right and
placing
wrong.
you.
I
Right.
asked you, am I right? And you said yes.
Well, I mean, I've been through a lot, but that doesn't mean just because I look like this, that because I
I'm
know
not-
people who also
But
go through a
kind of
lot,
does.
because they don't look anything like me. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that the way that you're perceiving me for just how I'm looking is actually offensive.
What do you mean? You don't expect
offensive
people to
now.
look at you and have a particular reaction?
No, because I don't look at other people and think that way.
That's
too.
not what determines it. If you particularly look a certain way and on purpose present yourself in a way that's completely atypical, you're actually acting like it's some sort of like transgression for people to go, oh.
Because
you know,
how I
maybe-
see it is that whenever I looked normal, people were still bullying me and treating me like shit no matter what. So I feel like if you're going to just bully me no matter what, I might as well just look the way that
Yeah, that's kind of what I picked
like
up
you
on.
gave me
Might
this
as well
face
make it
to look like
easier
this
for you to
now.
bully me.
Because I look like this now. Like I deserve like this type
No.
of treatment. And like
No,
I'm
I didn't
saying, it's just
I didn't say you
it's
deserve
always
anything.
been that way.
I
So
didn't-
it doesn't really matter what I look like.
I'm saying that that's what I picked up from you. I could either be right or wrong. I'm totally fine being wrong, but my experience was, oh, this person is communicating something to us with the way they look. And the communication is, correct me if I'm
The
wrong.
communication of how I look is just I like art.
Yeah, no problem. Go to
I
bed.
don't think
I'll take
that's
care of the
true. I
stream.
think
I'll
it's-
end it
I
and all
don't-
that.
I think
You're
the
all good.
communication is, I don't give a fuck.
No, I give a fuck.
Go to bed, MadeByJimbob.
You give a fuck, but
I'm tired
in
of
this
your
podcast, you
Asian
said you'd be
judgment
totally
anyway.
fine annihilating
Tired of
all
your fucking
humans.
Asian
Yeah.
judgment.
That doesn't make any sense.
I give a fuck about myself.
Yeah, that's the vibe I got.
Right.
Okay. Like I'm not understanding what you're asking.
So you only care about yourself?
At this point, for the most part, yeah. Like I don't really care about.
So
other people
Jimbob
that
was
much.
right.
Yeah, that's exactly the vibe I got.
Yeah, so
But
he
you're
was
saying
right.
that I don't give a fuck about myself.
Yeah,
That's
so
what I'm saying.
You just don't give a fuck.
All the shit you just said he was wrong about, he was actually
He was
right
actually
about.
right
I
about.
don't
Yeah.
give a fuck. Like, what are you
God,
saying?
If
dude,
you don't
these-
give a fuck about
these
anybody
broads, I
but
swear.
yourself, why should anyone give
That's
a fuck
fucking
about you?
ridiculous,
Because other
Jason.
people have already treated me like they didn't give a fuck about me. So why should I give a fuck about other people? The last time I came here, the people that I was talking to were saying like,
So
"Oh, it
tired of
feels like
Asian
you're
MadeByJimbob
giving too much
judging me.
of yourself to other people, not
So
really
tired of it.
da da da." Which I'm a nice person.
They're fucking
It doesn't
virtue
matter
signaling with their
whatever- how
multicultural
other people
relationship.
perceive me,
Jimbob and
whatever.
fucking Megan's
But, like,
bullshit.
at the end of the day,
The
like,
girl who just said she would annihilate all human life said, "I'm a nice person."
I just think you're
Paige, you got it.
I'm
Paige, you
not-
got it. I'll
okay,
get you a copy of
whatever.
Savage Memes.
I can say the same.
Paige
thing
got
with
it.
her, not sure, but it doesn't really fucking matter.
touche.
Paige got it. She got it
Wow,
right
that was
when he
gross.
fucking triggered her. Perfect. Paige, I'll get you a copy of
So,
Savage
Tiffany,
Memes.
what do you think about Sammy?
Typical woman.
Typical? She's not like special or anything. She's just typical to you.
I
don't
mean,
think
she
she's
does
unique?
OnlyFans, so I mean,
Sammy, are you gonna let her talk to you like that?
It's all right. She in her head, she's in the
Brian
top
trying to
1%,
foment
and I'm in
discord.
the top 1%.
No, it wasn't Darth Maul. Paige
That's
got
no
it when she was
problem.
actually triggered.
Oh,
Boom! Mic drop, Tiffany.
gross. Imagine bragging about being in the top 1% on OnlyFans.
most women are leftist, so I mean, it doesn't really make you a top 1%.
Tiffany,
does
will
that
you
mean?
arm wrestle Sammy?
No,
Sammy's strong.
Why not? You think she's gonna beat you? How much is it? I mean, you kind of like the weight class is different.
Yeah, you're a lot
She's-
skinnier than me, like you said. So
Well,
I don't know.
I
You
mean,
might be a
let's
little
not.
too weak.
Sammy, you're probably lighter. You're probably lighter than she is.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, this
Probably.
is so.
I'm probably where she wants to be at. So
Would you like? Is that your goal weight? Is
how much do you weigh?
like 93, but I'm also a lot shorter, so it kind of.
I feel like you have that like
I
brute
wouldn't
strength
want to
though.
be 93.
I feel like you have like I
Like I
can't
used to
say
do.
R strength.
No, yeah, I
but-
used to do a lot of sports.
He's gonna say tard
Yeah.
strength.
redheads?
Yeah.
Super.
I stay away from redheads. I don't even let my kids play with them.
You said you.
I don't even let my kids play with them. Holy shit, dude.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
I had
fair.
a crackhead tell me about Nephilim theory, and it was just like this whole thing about gingers and how they're fallen angels and shit.
You know, I
Listen,
believe she
crackheads
hangs out with
yeah,
crackheads.
something.
I 100% believe
Yeah,
it.
but he was
All right,
right.
guys. Last call on the super chats. Last call. We'll read these. We'll let a few more come through. Then we're gonna wrap. Tiffany, do us the favors.
Made by Jimbob, one of the best parts of California is In-N-Out Burgers. I hope you go. Thank you for the show, Brian. I love the impressions. Jimbob.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah, I lived in LA for 15 years, but the cool thing is where I am in Colorado, we got a brand new In-N-Out burger.
Let's
Appreciate
go.
that.
Let's
Fucking
go.
bullshit.
Got this one from Crucible from Andrew. Can you read this?
Jimbob Shapiro versus NASA Tard on why tree boning in Mars is appropriate due to the loss of the technology.
What's going on, Andrew?
I think
Is
he's
this
mad that I
Andrew?
called
It
him.
is Andrew. Yeah.
I think he's mad that I called him a big
Talking
mouth
about,
character.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, look, if we make it to Mars and we find life, the best thing to do is procreate, even if it's a tree.
Well, I don't think that that's possible. We shouldn't do that.
You guys wouldn't know who this is. His name is Don Pettit.
I don't think you should touch and diggle trees like that, Benjamin. You're a sick man.
Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate that. Andrew's
Thanks, Andrew. Making me do that.
Cat says, cats don't care about personal experience. Yo, Cat says,
Thanks,
Oh,
Andrew.
send it to supers on that one, boys. We got him on that one. That was good.
Yeah, that would be cool. Honestly, though, merch is, I don't know, merch is kind of like low priority for us, but hey, shop.whatever.com if you want to get some merch. But yeah, we kind of like don't really prior the merch too much. All right, $20 super chat roast via YouTube. Final call, guys. We're gonna get this wrapped up here momentarily. Wow, this might be one of our shortest. I don't know the last time. I'm gonna try to just end it sub 6 hours. That's super short. You guys are lucking out actually tonight. Hey, it's good. If that girl was still there, though, it would have been like a 10-hour show.
Yeah.
So
For real.
I actually don't mind having. It's been a pretty crazy couple weeks. I don't mind a little shorter show. Yo, Pakara, thanks for the prime, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, Pakara. All right, any final thoughts from any of the panelists before we get this wrapped up?
Something's
Final
going on.
thoughts. Speak now.
I don't know
Any
what's
topic,
going on,
final
but something's
thoughts,
going on.
anybody?
Something's
Go
going
follow
on.
me at MadeByJimbob on every platform.
Go follow Jimbob. Go follow Tiffany's Feet Finder.
Follow my TikTok.
Follow Val's.
Instagram.
You got
Kids
a
would call it.
Tumblr or some shit. I don't know.
I did.
Yikes.
I'm on TikTok as Alien Spores, and I'm on Instagram.
Fucking alien spores.
Do you do like TikTok live streams where you just talk?
Yeah.
You're just
I just go to work and then I turn that shit on and talk to people.
Love it. Okay, I'd like to end the show by seeing if we can't use this moment as an opportunity to give a call to action. Would you, Sammy, consider stopping sex work entirely tonight?
For what?
For what? For your self-respect? How about that?
Pay my bills or what is?
How about get a normal job where you're not selling pictures of your butthole?
Popeyes.
I have already
They've
been
got
there.
Waffle House.
I have already been there for
They've
a
got-
collab for OF, so I've already done all that shit.
Sonic.
However,
Do they have Sonic in
they
North
have
Carolina?
Sonic in Florida, where I'm from.
I don't think there's Sonic in California, is there? I don't know.
There is.
There's
Missing
a.
out.
I've never had Sonic.
I don't know. I honestly, if you want my opinion, dude, I don't view it as sex work, but that's because I don't post like corn and stuff like that.
I mean,
Like my OF isn't that. Like you can't go on there.
there's no BG content.
Not posted.
There's no not posted.
No.
So you send it in the DMs.
It's a
in the
little
messages.
different though. You know, I
Yeah.
set
So
it up
okay,
different.
you've sold videos of you having sex with men on camera.
No, don't say men plural. Just my boyfriend. I don't do none of
A
that.
man. Okay,
Yeah,
fine. A
yeah.
man.
So just one guy.
Singular.
But it's not. I literally have enough tapes I can count on one hand. Like literally like 4 or 3. Like I don't have like that's not my whole profile.
Yeah, but you sell them.
My okay, but my profile
No,
is
it's sex
me.
work.
The profile is me.
Even if you didn't do that, it would be sex
sure,
work.
I did sex work 5 times, and guess what? I'm still
No, it's not that you did it
5 times too many.
Worker.
okay. Yeah, sure. If that's what you want to call it.
Yeah, that's
literally sex
that
work.
You
is
did
what's
sex
going
work.
on.
You literally did literal sex work.
tonight.
You are a sex
Right now.
worker.
On the show.
For what, dude?
Your soul.
For what?
I don't have when I'm ginger for one.
That's a fair point. She
And-
does have a point.
And I
Jimbob.
mean, honestly, like it's not even just because I don't want to go back to working. Because I loved working. I hated having to quit my job. Because I only
No,
quit
you
my job-
didn't. Why do these broads lie so
I don't
much?
fucking know. Nobody
Remind me
knows.
how
Why
long.
so hard? Nobody fucking
December,
believes
about
you.
4 months.
Only
5
4 months?
It's the only reason that it just helps with money and you don't care at this point what the.
So honestly, I really don't care. I view it as I am like, what's the word for it?
Don't say poetry.
No, but I'm taking advantage, of what is literally already on my social media. The comments I get, the stuff people say. I feel like my niche is people think I'm fucking 14. I don't understand why,
Okay,
but
that's
they do.
even
That
worse.
might be worse.
Gross. If you genuinely believe that, why would you keep doing it?
I
You're
know.
playing into it.
No, I'm not.
If I
That's
was
what
like-
Brian's saying. Hang on,
I
he's
said-
making your
no,
point,
no,
Mystery.
What I was going to say is that those comments are there anyway. So it's either I profit off of it and I just make an account and I get paid,
You're playing into
or I
it.
don't.
Playing into it, yeah.
Like,
You're playing right into it. You're disgusting.
No,
I make
no.
money
You're
off
equally
of it.
disgusting as the
Porn
people
doesn't-
fucking doing it.
No,
What?
porn doesn't. No, the comments don't make you create content. For
No,
instance,
no. I wasn't saying that. I'm saying like people saying certain things about me are always going to be there.
Yeah.
So no matter what content I do, it's going to be the same outcome no matter what.
Yeah.
So it's I profit off of it and I take advantage of it rather than just
yeah,
sitting
but
at home.
you can
doing it.
pretend to be a dwarf and make just as funny, good content that's not
Well,
pornography.
my
Pretend.
content's not weird. My content has like
Pretend.
nothing to do with that stuff, really. That's what I'm saying. I don't try
What
to
are these
post
Mexican
like that.
pesos
I think you
from
should
Will
just
Emanuel?
present
That's not
yourself
real
as a
money, Will
dwarf
Emanuel.
And
That's
do
some
fun
bullshit.
That's
things that
You
are
know I
posted.
love you,
And I
Will
try to do
Emanuel.
my car stuff,
And then all
But-
the little
but
dwarfs
Mexican
who are
pesos,
the real
bro?
dwarfs, they're
Yeah.
gonna say
What's
they're the
100
real
Mexican
ones, they're
pesos?
gonna
That's
come
like
after you.
$2
Then
American.
you create
That's
this
some fucking
big,
bullshit.
huge, like drama.
You fuckers better send in them
It's-
super chats
seriously,
for your
you
boy
could be
Jimbob.
A dwarf, redheaded dwarf, ginger dwarf bakes cakes. You don't have to sell sex. You just have to make enemies with the real dwarfs.
Be the
Yeah.
Shirley Temple of Dwarfs.
Pretty much.
Something
Pretty
like
much.
that for sure.
You don't need to sell. You don't need to do that stuff.
Too lazy to work is crazy.
Mr. Jimmy says chair 1 is just too lazy to work. Easier to be a hoe for money. Yep.
Actually, I worked till I was like 15 until now. I grew up from fucking nothing and like literally lived in a shed by myself. And now I live completely on my own with 2 cars, one a Supra, one a Toyota 86. I am doing perfectly
You
fine.
sound like Wes Watson
I
right
am
now.
on the track to make everything I have actually
No shit.
my own, you know, is going to benefit from me. But don't worry about it. It's okay.
Wait, do you your boyfriend helps you out with shooting the stuff? Does he get
so gross
some of it?
No.
He gets. I mean, he works,
He
so
gets
he
to
does
fuck.
his own stuff that he
He
likes
gets to
do 'cause he
fuck,
likes
right,
automotive
Mystery?
too.
That's
But
what
does
he
he take
gets.
the photos?
Yeah, I guess, eh?
No.
He gets to drive her 86 Toyota.
She got an 86 Toyota.
Hey, what about
Oh
this
yeah,
idea?
I bagged the shit out of her Toyota.
Yeah.
It's all.
And that's not a euphemism.
That's all. That's what
he
I always
doesn't
wanted
see
was an
any
86
problem with it,
Toyota.
but he's old enough.
Yeah,
he's kinda-
that's what I want is a broad with an 86 Toyota.
By the way, her boyfriend,
Sure,
I'm
and
told,
I'm
is a
into black men,
39-year-old
so
black
we
man.
get along very well.
Not kidding.
I don't see any problem with what I do because it's easy. and I think
39-year-old
the
black man
world
is her
gets mad
boyfriend.
because it's easy, and I really don't give a fuck. So yeah, you
Just
guys
pointing
can
that
work,
out.
or I wouldn't say you because you don't necessarily.
I
But
just want you to make funny dwarf
whoever
content,
does
dude.
though, like most people who like say stuff about it, they go and then they work 50 hours working for some man who tells them what to do.
I just think you'd be less defensive if you made dwarf-centric content.
You may be right.
Like,
No, he's right.
Yeah.
You just fake
He's
it.
not wrong.
Pretend to be a dwarf.
Wait, of the
People love
11
dwarfs.
bodies, how many of them are?
OF one.
3.
Oh,
Oh,
3.
okay. So you've
You've
had variety.
Yeah, Puerto Ricans.
Puerto
I've only
Ricans.
dated one white guy, which was the guy who beat the hell out of me. That's why I don't like them no more.
They do be doing that. I'm just
Yeah,
Understandable.
some of them.
Oh,
do.
poor Brian.
strong.
Yeah.
Asian.
I've never dated an Asian guy. But
Beat
I
my wife
love-
tonight so
okay,
that I can
this
fit the
is
stereotype.
Not
Why are you
towards you,
looking
girl.
at me?
But my type in women, I love Asian women. I literally did a
Ew.
collab with this Asian girl, but she was trash. She was the worst person I've ever met in my entire life. And she was on here. That one girl I told you about.
Which girl?
Kenna. That one girl.
Oh, she's Asian.
Or well, I don't know, whatever the fuck.
Oh, that's the, yeah. I know who you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. We literally we collabed. We split everything like
What
price
happened?
or whatever. We go to Colorado,
What was
then we go to Miami for
Did it
2
smell?
weeks. It's a 2 week trip.
Did it smell?
She kisses like this.
Did it?
What the fuck is even that?
What the fuck is even
And
that?
I have I have a
What the fuck
screenshot
is
to
even
prove it. I am not lying on this.
Smell like prawns?
Then so it seemed
Did it
like
smell like
you know,
prawns?
she really wanted like she was like our content was different. Hers was extreme. Hers was hey I do this. Mine's not. Mine's mediocre. Mine's light work. It's not crazy
Light work.
shit. So I mean. So we're doing fine. And I'm in Miami. I see a Supra that's in my budget. And I go and I buy a fucking Toyota Supra. And
Who gives a shit about your Supra?
boyfriend there. And I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I don't mean to keep you here for that long. Like, I really didn't mean to keep
She's
you
really
here.
proud of
It's
this
a
fucking
dealership."
Toyota, bro.
And then she goes home.
Oh my God, who the hell?
Do you know
Yeah, word.
Yeah, I can drive
Okay.
5-speed, 6-speed.
Okay, that's what's important.
Yeah, and
here.
it's funny you put that whenever you're the one who fucking asked me. But anyways, no, then then let me tell you. So
Oh, man.
basically she flew home because she got pissed I bought a car and made a video saying I wanted to be her, but I actually would hate to even look like her, act like her. So yeah, that's kind of
Oh,
what happened.
Okay.
And we're never gonna collab again, obviously.
And I don't care.
so,
Don't care.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, that I'm so sorry.
Poor
No, it's okay,
Jimbob.
but she was on here and
That's-
she was saying that like girls deserve to
Poor
get paid
Jimbob.
and just be hot. See, I don't agree with that. Like I actually put money and work into my content. Now, like I still have to go around like all of this, dude. Like who you think paid for this shit?
Fucking dudes, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, man.
I can do
That's
more
high
than
effort
I've
stuff,
done it
bro.
on my own.
Word.
So.
I don't know how I could live with myself if I had to fuck dudes for a living.
Cars though.
The newer ones are kind of iffy. I don't know yet because I just got one, but the BMW engine does throw me off a little bit. It scares
Oh,
me.
white.
But when you have Toyota
Ultra
after coming
void.
through everything, maybe it'll be reliable. But I did get the full engine and drivetrain warranty. 'cause-
So you
Oh,
just
wow.
produced
She-
more,
she
better
got a
content than
warranty,
any
bro.
Pornography. Just a
I
midget
wouldn't-
with red
I
hair
wouldn't
talking
say
about
I
BMW.
produce better, but I just don't produce like corn. Like I like to make it seem like my viewers
Wake
and my
up.
subscribers
Look
are
at my
getting
Supra, it's
an inside
real.
view of my personal life, not just hey, this is me with my shirt.
Are
on
you?
me.
Do you race?
My car? Yeah.
Have you ever considered racing kids?
Raising kids?
You know,
Fucking W.
It's like little
Oh, you mean like
go-karts.
Boxcar?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, racing kids. I thought he was making like a play on words.
I think
of
he
raising
is.
Kids.
I think he is.
In California, that's built for that. It has a track all around it.
Yeah.
All right. Natalia gifted 50 whatever memberships.
Nice.
Natalia, guys, W's in the chat for Natalia,
work.
guys. Thank you so much, Natalia.
I want to drink
Welcome
more, but I'm
back.
not allowed
Good
to.
to see you. Thank you, Natalia. Guys, we need some W's in the chat for 50 gift. Oh my goodness. Natalia is on fire.
Oh, Andrew, you missed one.
I'll get to it. And we have Kat. Oh my God, she gifted 50. Oh, it's like they're one-upping each other.
Good.
Kat, Natalia.
Battle.
Natalia, Kat. Thank you, Kat. Really appreciate the gifted 50 whatever memberships. W's in the chat for Kat. And then we have
I must.
Tiffany, can you read this one?
He said Jimbob must read.
Oh, okay, my bad. Go ahead.
Keeps-
Yeah.
My name is Jimbob. You can find me at MadeByJimbob channel on YouTube and all other platforms. I'm a brilliant artist, comic, impressionist, musician, and I'm terrible at marketing. Thanks, Andrew.
You're welcome, Jimbob. You're fucking welcome, Jimbob. You're fucking
all right, we
welcome.
have,
You're welcome, you fuck. He doesn't even look like he's grateful,
Tiffany,
that
can you read
fucking
this
piece
one?
of shit. He doesn't even
You're
look
dumb
grateful.
If you think any modern politician cares about you, I'm rolling.
Yes. Teach him the ways of the grift.
That's right.
Local businesses, F greedy corporations. Good luck, crisis care.
All right,
Archer, thank you.
they're
so much.
wrapping up. I'm gonna go. I'm too tipsy. I'm gonna say
Get
something.
the fuck
dumb.
out of here. I'm sick of you anyway, bro.
Yeah, I'm fucking sick of you.
Get the fuck out.
Brick. Son of a
Fucking worthless
bitch.
fucking
I
Canadian
have no
son.
idea what that
Piece of
What is the
shit.
roaster?
Oh wait.
Hey!
Fuck
you.
My sister's toaster oven. That's my sister.
That's your sister. Wait,
Yeah.
who's Dan?
That's her husband, Dan.
Oh.
I blew up her toaster
damn.
oven babysitting.
Damn, what the hell?
He's never gonna let that go.
Dan,
I
you
was
need
like-
to tell us some more shit that, like, some more property damage
I was like 15.
that she's done to you guys, because this sounds This is like an abusive.
No, it's not a crossover event. I just,
Just, like, fucking up
I've
that toaster.
had access to Jimbob's
fuck?
channel
Okay.
for a long time. I don't
cool
remember what I
story,
had
bro.
it
I
for.
don't believe you, Chair
So
One,
I
from
just
Mr.
took
Jimmy.
this over
That $20 was worth saying that. Wasn't
because, well,
I
like,
think
what's
it
he
was
gonna
super
do
worth
about
it.
it?
super fucking.
Now
He can
he's
sit
gonna
on that fucking
blast,
channel
like,
and drink
5
my
in a
beer.
row.
I
Talk
hope
He's
he
gonna
does.
sit on that channel and drink my beer,
You
and I
watch
can't
out.
just come
Okay,
over and invade his shit.
Miyamoto.
Fuck that.
Musashi
My
says,
channel
Chair
now,
One,
Jimbob.
How exactly does one make it to the top 1% of OF while only sending sparse videos to people in DM? Seems a little sus.
Because I know how to market and I know how to sell by value, not price.
Wow.
I was already in sales before OF. You don't think I know how to
Sell
sell
by
some shit?
value and not
The fuck?
price. What?
The fuck?
I'm not seething. You're seething.
Is that how they talk in North Carolina?
Is that North Carolina? Florida.
Oh, Florida. You're where are you from? The mean streets of
No, I'm from like North Central Florida. So like Orlando, you know.
Boca Raton?
What?
What?
That was not English.
Boca, you don't know Boca Raton?
If that's
Florida?
in Florida, I have no idea.
Hold on, you're
Yeah,
from,
he's gonna be super
I've been to
pissed. I don't
Florida
care.
once.
What's he gonna do about
so
it?
top
though?
middle.
But have you
He doesn't
heard
have
of
access to my
Boca
channel.
Raton?
I have no idea what that is.
Like, what's he
Who's your
gonna do
channel?
about it? He
Boca
doesn't have access to my.
Raton.
Wait,
Am I
does-
saying it wrong? Maybe a
Mr. E
little bit?
he might have
You're from
access to my
Florida and you don't know
channel
about
actually.
Boca?
Mr. E, if he has access to my channel, get rid of his access to my channel. I can't.
hate when people
I don't.
I like. Wait, you hate when
That
people
that
like-
would not
It's
be
like,
funny
I'm
because
not
then.
because I haven't heard of something. Damn it.
Oh,
You've
okay.
never
if he-
seen that movie.
Yeah, if he did the
Like,
same thing I'm doing to
like,
him, that
it's so
wouldn't be
funny
good.
how-
So
Yeah, it's funny how it's like a
Mr. E.
phenomenon where it blows. the
Mr.
other
E's a
person
I'll send him
mind,
a
like,
fucking
universally,
reminder right
or,
now.
Like you just haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hold on. That's like if I lived in California my entire life and I never heard of Los Angeles.
It's not cope. You're fucking coping.
Maybe that's not a perfect one.
You're coping, crafty,
Well, that's like a really popular city, though.
crafty Huragon
That's like
guy,
saying, I
whatever.
don't know Orlando.
Then I've
But
lived in
part-time
California
is-
my whole life and I've never heard of Santa Cruz.
sure, but I don't know.
That's probably comparable.
Sure.
I mean, what's he gonna do about it?
But it's like with anything. It's like with anything. It's like a movie.
You can't do shit about it.
It is.
Go ahead, Val. Tell us how you feel.
That's how I feel.
Tell us how you really feel, Val.
I'm just gonna keep going.
All right, I'm pretty sure that's it. Just double checking, making sure we got everything all in the clear here.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Wait, what
super
the
chats
fuck?
left out there.
What the?
Oh my god, I pinned the wrong thing.
There's a bunch of super chats
pinned the
out
wrong
there.
thing, like-
Something's going on. I don't know what's going on with the show, but
God
something's up.
bless- What did I pin from John William? God bless Rachel and praying for her. Okay, I don't know why I pinned that. I mean, it's good. God bless Rachel, but I don't know why I accidentally pinned that. Okay, so are you willing to quit OF or no? Or is that just a no-go?
No, I'm okay.
Okay,
Actually, if
I
you want to
checked.
sub, link in Instagram bio.
Ew.
Disavow. Okay.
Disavow.
GG, well played. Wait.
Well played.
Wait, hold on. GG.
Well played.
Oh my, I totally scuffed that. Okay. Last call. Hit the like button, please, on your way out. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I really appreciate it. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. Thank you to everyone who super chats, donates, and supports the show. Thank you to the wonderful panel. You guys made it to the end of the show. This is one of our shortest shows in a very long time. So congratulations, guys. I don't know if that's a compliment, though. Maybe that.
No, I take it personally.
You guys are so lacking conversationally that this show is our shortest in like over a year. So congrats.
I'm glad we made it to the end.
Good job, guys. Really proud of you. Okay. We will be live again Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific. Any girls who want to be on the show, you can DM out whatever on Instagram. If you can make it to Santa Barbara, 07's in the chat. Let me just double check, make sure we're all good here on everything. One moment, guys. Yo, chat. I have a question for you. I have a question. Shit, what is it?
I feel left out.
Damn, there was like something I had to ask, but I'm just forgetting it. And it's going to kill me if I don't ask it. Let me just double check my notes here really quick. Tiffany, are you a racist? I don't know.
No.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thank you for your contribution, Tiffany. Let's see. Okay,
No,
we did Val stuff. We did Alien. We did Sammy. Not in that way. Okay, well, I'm just going to have to be upset that I forgot whatever I was going to... there's some sort of topic that we had... Wait, there's a picture. Wait. Okay, no, we did that. We did that. Did this. Okay, all right. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. One sec. Sorry that this is really awkward now because I'm trying to...
Gosh.
I'm trying to... There's something I'm forgetting. Did I talk about big labia? Yeah, I did. I talked about that.
Ad nauseum.
Only date. Yeah. I didn't. Not ad nauseum. There's a very limited. Okay.
Like 3 or 4 times.
All right, guys. Like the video, please. On your way out. Thank you again, guys, for tuning in. Guys, can I see some 07s in the chat? 07s in the chat, boys. All right, guys. Good night. Good night. We will see you guys next Sunday. Good night, guys.
Damn.
To move to Santa Barbara and become the official host of whatever, and we go to twice a week and make banger content. Well, I mean, to add on top of that, we're also going to get you consistent 1v1 debates. If you get out here to Santa Barbara. Andrew Wilson, W's in the chat for Andrew Wilson. The Crucible. Thank you guys so much. Okay, guys. Hope you guys have a good night. Listen to the chat. Good night, guys.
I don't know if I'm just teasing just to be an asshole. If I'm just teasing to be a fucking asshole or not. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking teasing to be a fucking ass. Like, hey, don't get mad at me, okay? Don't get mad at me. That was fucking hilarious. It's like right at the end. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am disappointed with all of you. We most certainly did not raise enough cash for Jimbob on his very first whatever stream, and I blame all of you. You can't say that I was not there doing everything that I could do in order to make sure that JB had the best time he could possibly have. He had a shit panel. Nothing they could do about it. There was nothing they could do about it. But boys, you got to dig deep into those wallets. And you got to send this scumbag fucking Jimbob a little bit of cash. You got to do it. You got to. Sorry, Jimbob. You should apologize again to Jimbob. You know, apologize again. Am I going to do an invasion on Jimbob's channel? Can't do an invasion on it's Jimbob's channel. I'm just here to grift on behalf of my friend Jimbob. Andrew's right. Andrew's right. No, it wasn't a grift fail. I mean, I brought in 146 super chats. I feel like it wasn't too bad. But, you know, it could have been 150. You know, we could have grifted a little harder. What I should have done actually is gone live on the Crucible and here, and then cut the Crucible stream and then brought thousands over here, but I didn't think of it. 6 hours instead of 8. Yeah, it's some bullshit. I will not apologize, but I will send some money. Yeah, I feel like that's an apology. Deuce grift. Yes, deuce grift. Could have been 150. Yeah, we're almost there. One more away from 150. You know, doing the best I can. I feel like bringing in 150 super chats in 2 hours is pretty good. Well, 2.5 hours. It's definitely an apology, yeah. We'll get to 150. Well, we got to 150. Now we're at 151. Well, now that's not going to work. We got to get it to 160 for the grift. Made by Andrew Wilson show. Bring in the grift. We have to bring in the grift. $150. Yes, 150. Yes. Yes, we must do it. Do it. Another 100 comes in from Dajala's gonna need our Supra Babe remix. Congrats to Jimbob. Yeah, congrats to Jimbob. He did a great job. It's awesome to see Jimbob and whatever. Thank you, Andrew, for streaming, of course. Happy to always support my buddy. He does a great fucking job. He really does. He is criminally underrated. The problem is sometimes with these like overly creative types like fucking Jimbob is the thing that makes them so gifted at what they do also makes them fucking terrible at grifting properly. You know, it's one of those things. Nope, you're coping. No, you're fucking coping. Jimvasion. Yeah, just do an invasion on behalf of Jimbob's channel. I'm sorry, Jimbob. You should fucking apologize again, scumbag. Let's make it 169 then. We're at 159. 159. That's scumbaggery too, because you held me hostage. I feel pretty good about holding you hostage tonight. Feel totally fine about it. Totally fine about it. Hoping he'd speak in his Ben Shapiro voice all night. Well, you know, the thing is like the first time he's on, it's going to take a second for, you know, to get comfortable, right? He only had 6 hours on the job training, whereas I've had hundreds of hours on that podcast, right? So the big thing here is like Jimbob did a great job. And if he goes back again, it'll get better and better and better. You know what I mean? Plus, you got to match the right panel with the right person. That may not have happened the first time out. Jimbob did fantastic. The panel was shit. Brian knew it, and that's why he cut the stream. He was like, it's not worth continuing. Like, Jimbob deserves better than this. I could see it. I could literally see it in that fat burrito-eating fuck's face. I could see it. It is a great hat, I will admit. I'm pretty happy about the hat. Yeah, he did do great. He did fantastic. Jimbob always does fantastic. You know, he's a great debater. He's a fantastic artist, great musician, great entertainer. He really is. He's all of those things. But because when you get people who are super talented, they're fucking tards when it comes to marketing. Luckily, I am here to assist with the grift. Jimbob is funnier than Andrew. I agree. I've never said he wasn't funnier than me. I think he is funnier than me. But does he have the moxie and charisma that Mr. Wilson has? Well, you know, I'll let you guys decide that. Funnier? Maybe. As beautiful and charismatic? I don't know about that. 5 Crucible memberships. I appreciate that very much. By the way, I'm not a comedian. I just happen to be a really fucking funny guy. It is a sin. Jimbob's not more popular. I'm usually in tears laughing by the end of his stream. Yeah. Well, you should see. Like, I have conversations with these guys that go for hours. You know what I mean? He is a really funny guy. Coping and grifting, just grifting. I'm not coping. Fine, I'll apologize, you dirty grifter. Apologize again. JB for 200 Australian dollars. Total Jimbob victory. Take 200 because the tariffs collapse. Our stupid monopoly money. Good. I'm sick of your fucking stupid Australian cope anyway. Sick of it anyway. Yeah, I'm just fucking tired of you people. It's all right, 164. We can't end it on 164. We'll get it to 170. 170 super chats. That seems fair. 170 super chats, and then I'll wrap this stream up. You guys can go to bed and, do whatever it is you want to do. As we have invaded Jimbob's stream and taken it over. Only because there's nothing. By the way, this was not planned at all. I don't even think he knows that I've done this. He's probably going to be pretty pissed, but like, what's he going to do about it? Nothing. He's not going to do anything about it. 175 does make more sense, but we got to get it to at least 170. By the way, Big W's in chat for the 200 Australian dollars. Very kind of you, sir. Very kind of you. Very kind of you indeed. Yeah, he doesn't know. No, he doesn't know. It's never enough, isn't it, Andrew? The grift never ends. Well, that's like saying business never ends. It's true. If you're in business, you constantly want to deliver product to the customer so that the customer continues to pay for the product. That's the goal. Entertainment's no different than any other business. So, yeah, just like business never ends in business, the grift never ends. The string ain't run on this trade yet. I don't even know what the fuck that means, bro. What does that mean? What the hell does that mean? We're at 167, by the way. Shout out to the Crucible crew and Jimbob. Always happy to see Jimbob out there doing well. Doing well. Even though he did all that miscegenation. Even though he's a miscegenator. Even though he's a filthy miscegenator. Huge Jimbob W tonight. Yeah. Jimbob, great first round champ. Let's fucking go. Good. You're a good mate, Andrew. I just did this to piss Jimbob off, really. It was tongue in cheek, you rat. Take my money for Jimbob's W. I will take your fucking money. Don't call me a rat, you prick. You prick. That's 170, by the way. Harrison Parker says to 175, Big W stream. That's only 5 away. Too bad he didn't say he'd fight them. He didn't get drunk enough. I think if he gave Jimbob another 2 or 3 hours there. But, the thing is like he was prepared to brawl with some femoids. And they had very agreeable women who were there. So, I still think he was fucking funny as shit. Go to 200. I don't know, man. Is this money going to Jimbob? No, in fact, the reason that I'm streaming from his channel is because somehow I've interlocked the super chats so that they go to my channel, you fucking idiot. So no, I guess it must all go to me. For the supply and demand, Drew, yes. So the supply and demand. By the way, that's 172. 172 super chats in. I feel like I'm doing my job here. I feel like I'm doing my job. You would believe that? Well, then you're just as dumb as that guy is. Do you think I have magic powers? Do I have magical properties where I can change where the cash on Jimbob's accounts go, which now would be diverted to my account? This is why I always consistently miss my audience, right? All the time. Anytime I stream from somebody else's channel, because yeah, there's a lot of stupid fucks on the Crucible, but you guys are really fucking stupid. They were too agreeable and very suspicious. That's fair. You did see Jimbob had a Hawaiian shirt on. That would make me suspicious too. I think Jimbob deserves to host the Crucible while impersonating Andrew. I didn't impersonate Jimbob though. By the way, that's 174. That's 174. Oh yeah. Well, did it feel like I was the one who got played in that exchange? Is that what that felt like to you? Or did you feel like maybe I got the better of you in that exchange? Got to stock up on whatever podcast fridge. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? That's 175, by the way. I feel like we can get it to 180. I feel like you guys haven't really dove deep into your kids' life savings just yet and sent those in. I really feel like you haven't done that just yet. And so, I feel like we can get it's 176, by the way, now. I did my best to get him to fight Snot Chain, but he said, F your beer. He's not replacing it anyway. No, he didn't say that. Why are you trying to start a fight between me and Jimbob, even though I know he stole the beer? I know he stole the fucking beer. I know he stole the fucking beer. I know he did. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You mispronounced mastodebata? No, I don't think I ever pronounced it to begin with to mispronounce it. You're right. The shirt disarmed them too much. Yeah, the shirt was a problem. You can't walk in with a shirt like that and just have these kinds of expectations. By the way, we're at 179 super chats so far. Here's $5 from her college fund. Yeah, that's not come on, dude. $5 from her college fund. You've saved thousands and thousands for her college fund. You can't send $500 this way for her college fund, really? It's $500. What is she gonna do? Buy it on a fucking pack? Is she gonna spend it on a pack of condoms? $500 worth of condoms. She's going to spend it on $500 worth of condoms. I'm saving your daughter from a terrible life decision. March to 180 because, somehow you're going to take the supers. Chat isn't sending their best. Not tonight. Not tonight. The thing is, it's you can't really blame Jimbob's chat for this. Jimbob's actually a pretty nice guy. And so, I think he's primed them where when they say absolutely stupid and fucking retarded shit, he doesn't come down on them the same way that I would, I think that's what's going on. You had boring chicks your first show too? True. Jimbob, you're all right, Andrew, I guess. Grifting for your friend. You probably smoke too. It's all true. It's all true. I'm not reading your $2 super chat, Jeff. I'm not reading your $2 I'm not counting it. We're only at 181. That doesn't even count as 182. I feel like an auctioneer. I'm can we get to 185? I did 185. Oh, I saw the C from Just Bros. Dustin S for $5. I feel like a fucking super chat auctioneer. Super chat auctioneer over here. Yeah, exactly. By the time they take 30% from that $2, it's like $1.30. By the way, who the fuck sends a $2 super chat? You can't buy a fucking candy bar for $2. You can't even buy a candy bar for $2 fucking dollars. Actually, I'm not upset about it. I'm actually very grateful even that you sent in the $2. I just think it's a really funny meme. Jimbob would be grateful too. The fact that people are willing to send their cash for the quality of entertainment in any denomination is actually, or any amount, not denomination. I don't want Australian dollars, or Canadian dollars, or I don't really want anything but American dollars. But the fact they're even willing to send anything in is, it's always a humbling experience. And you guys know we're just fucking around. But I'm also still not going to read your super chat, just so you know. I'm still not going to read it. Yeah, we're fucking around, but I'm also not going to read it. So, by the way, we're at 183. I'm sorry, 82, because we can't count that last one. We beat you down way more than the other way around. Bullshit. This chat took fucking L's. The Crucible chat gives me L's all the fucking time. This chat, nah, I got the best of you most of the night. I'm pretty confident I got the best of you most of the night. You're just not as good. That's the thing. It's not your fault. You're just not as good as the Crucible chat. Some fucking geniuses in the Crucible chat. I don't know why. I don't know why a bunch of fucking geniuses are watching me, but there are fucking geniuses in that Crucible chat. Man, they fucked me up real bad, but not you guys. No, I definitely got the best of you. Definitely got the best of you tonight. Yeah, you can't do the mic check like that's gonna do it. That's not gonna do anything, bro. Okay, I'll check it. Looks good. That make you feel better? No, Bartholomew, no. You're not the genius. I'm from the Crucible chat, prick. And have I been giving you any shit? No. You're one of the smart ones. You're one of the fucking smart ones. Except you ate that pizza at DebateCon. That wasn't a smart choice for either of us. Neither one of us should have eaten that fucking pizza and that lasagna at DebateCon night one. Terrible fucking choice. So I know you're not one of the super geniuses, because you would have saved me from, that happening. I don't know where I was going with that, but you get the point. You get the point. Night shift here? No way. You can't beat Crucible night shift. Crucible night shift are like fucking demigods. They're like demigods. Those guys are fucking insane, savage lunatics who absolutely just destroy everything in their path. That can't be you. That can't be you. Andrew's always been nothing but kind to me. Is that the real Radical Coper? I don't know. Who knows? Who could say? All right, we're one away from 185, and I'm stopping the stream there. All right, I'm stopping it there. Some of them are here. Yes, some of them may be here. But if they're not Legion, like that's where their strength is. Their strength is in the fact that they're Legion, Hold on now. I was always told not to turn down free food no matter how awful it was. I would have turned that down. It was fucking bad. It was bad food. I do it because, yes, you guys are great entertainers, but I also do it hoping the degenerates see you guys making money and growing more powerful. They do see that, and it does make them extremely pissed off, which also does make me happy, I must admit. That is one of the big icings on the cake. Anyway, we're at 187. I think that's fine. That's enough grifting. It's enough grifting for the night. I do truly appreciate it. I do truly appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Crucible did invade Jimbob's stream this fine evening. Happy to do it. Happy to see Jimbob's success. May he have nothing but success. May he blow up as large as the Death Star. May he dwarf all others in all capacities so that I can make him come to my channel and then I can grift off of him. That's my evil plan, my diabolical plan, is to make Jimbob as famous as possible so that then I can dip my hands into his wallet. I feel like it's a good plan. How's this a bad plan? How's it a bad plan? It's a good plan. It's a good plan. I'm like, I'm like the great bagel of Ireland over here. I feel like I feel like my planning is meticulous and brilliant. I really do. I think it's fantastic. May he make $1 zillion, and may I tax $1 million of it from him. From all of us here at MadeByJimbob, to all of you out there in Georgelandia, I hope all of you have a wonderful night.